A blessed morning to all Ocean Polinians, parents, teachers, and to all people who are watching this. I am Rainier Angela Zubia, but you could also call me VJ Rainier, and I will be your host for this very special event. But wait, just a sec. Could you please remind me what makes this day incredibly special? Now, my dear viewers and listeners, or to anyone na nanonood ng podcast na to or this live, please get your calendars na. I'm pretty sure na alam nyo na yung mga date ngayon. Pero if ever man na hindi nyo alam, then please get your calendars. Kahit sa laptop man yan, sa cellphone man yan, or your nearby calendars. Please look at the date. I'm pretty sure alam nyo na yung magiging ganap. Pero if you still don't want to look at your calendars for some odd reason, then ito yung mga fellow hints ninyo. Now, kapag sa mga surroundings natin, we can actually see here sa mga stores na nagsasend ng mga large teddy bears. In fact, may makikita ka talaga na sobrang lalaki yung mga teddy bears talaga. In fact, meron nga ako nakita, I think sa Shopwise ata, na napakalaking teddy bear na kasing kalaki ko, and I'm like 5'8". Diba? And of course, makikita rin natin dito mga stuffed toys. Usually, mga stuffed toys na to ay mga puro puso. Yan. Very prominent yan. Puro mga cushions na may mga, may mga messages pa nga yan, diba? May makikita rin tayo mga teddy bears na my hearts. Ay, ang cute-cute, diba? Of course, hindi rin ito mawawala. Roses. Bouquet of flowers that have very fragrant aroma. Tapos, of course, hindi rin natin makakalimutan mga chocolates. Of course. Especially in this event, if there's anything na gusto natin lahat at palagi nating hinahanap, talagang mga tsokolate. Especially yung mga sinasabi ko mga tsokolate, yung nakikita natin sa mga pandayan, yung heart shape ng mga tins. Tapos Ferrero Rocher. Oy, nako. Lalo na mga Ferrero Rocher na yan. I still remember that incident nung classroom namin, in fact, na may estudyante na nagbigay na Ferrero Rocher, kahit isa lang. Or may instances pa nga mga classmate ko nakakakuha ng mismong Ferrero Rocher, pero ako hindi ako nakakantanggap. Charot. That's for another time. Pero you get the feeling na parang kinikilig ka, tapos kahit ikaw rin nahahawaan sa kinikilig. Kaya minsan it's either nakakaasar, pero of course nakakatuwa rin because meron nga mga tao na napapakita nga ng ganitong emosyon sa iba't iba, diba? And of course, hindi rin natin makakalimutan ang mga letters na pwede natin i-customize na magsusulat tayo ng mga sincere messages para sa ating mga loved ones. Ngayon, out of every single of these hints, sa tingin nyo naman, alam nyo na, nakita nyo na yung petsa, at alam nyo naman to dahil nararanasan natin to every year, diba? And of course, wag nyo na sa akin sabihin na kasi di ko naman kayo maririnig, this event is of course Valentine's Day. Yan! So, happy Valentine's Day everyone nga pala. And of course, tandaan rin natin na Valentine's Day is not exclusively for couples. Kasi baka sabihin nyo sa akin na mostly exclusively yan sa may mga jowa, sa may mga relationships. Of course, that ain't true. Well, technically, totoo rin naman dahil madalas natin kinikater to sa mga couples. Pero tandaan natin na at Valentine's Day, we are sharing our love to others, especially to our loved ones. Yan. Kaya nararapat dito ang mga families natin, mga friends natin, and of course, tandaan natin ang ating sarili. Let's never ever forget to love ourselves, especially ngayon. You know, I really believe in the words of Sir RuPaul Charles na sinasabi niya na if you can't love yourself, then how can you love somebody else? I mean, totoo rin naman, diba? I mean, let's just be real. Paano nga natin mabibigay ang ating pagmamahal or pag-ibig natin sa ibang tao kung tayo mismo hindi marunong magmahal sa ating sarili? Kaya, it's always better to love ourselves, especially sa time ng ating pandemic. You know, since we're now puro isolation na, nandito lang tayo sa bahay, and of course, wala tayong masyadong ginagawa. You know, let's dedicate ourselves, especially in this time, for ourselves. Give more love to ourselves, kahit alam ko mahirap. Let us give more time for our own selves because let's be real here, due to unforeseen events and very unfortunate ones at that, hindi talaga natin mamimit ang ating mga special persons or mga significant others natin because baka nga makahawalan tayo, diba? Pero if we really love these people and really put their if we really put them close to our hearts, then no distance can tear us apart. Oh, bet na bet! My God, I'm really loving this energies. And I really hope you guys are having this energy too, diba? Kasi, let's be real. Especially in this kind of day, we must always, always, always remember to prioritize ourselves. Kaya, no hate, just love, love, love. Ngayon, I've been rambling na and I'm pretty sure na out of sa mga rambles ko, alam niyo na kung ano magiging theme natin. My God, kapag hindi niyo pa rin alam yung mga theme ko, amen sa inyo. But I will still pour out my love for you because I will love you, diba? Anyway, kung ano nga ba yung magiging theme natin, then let's say it's a concept. Let's say it's a phenomenon. And by the words of Lady Gaga on that one interview, it's amazing, talented, brilliant, show-stopping. Lahat ng sinabi niya doon, ang haba-haba nun. Is it a bird? Is it a plane? It's Batman. Charot. It's love. Nako. Kung sino man nagsalita ng Batman, Superman, kung sino man yan na lumilipad man yan, sana lumipad ka at sana naman pumunta ka sa langit. Charot, charot, charot lang. Love lang dito. Anyway, again, our topic for today is going to be love or sa Filipino, pagmamahal. Ngayon, this topic, even though naririnig na nga natin, very familiar nga sa atin, let's always remember na even though it's very familiar, it's still technically controversial. I mean, if we're going to consider history sa lahat ng mga records, makikita natin mga playwrights, philosophers, mga authors, fanfiction writers, mga artists, at marami pa mga iba that are trying to define what really is the definition of love. And of course, to no avail. Kasi we can't really answer that, right? So, ano nga ba ang totoong meaning ng love? What is its true meaning? And it also gives us or raises many more questions like, how do we love and how can we be loved, diba? So, my dear viewers and listeners, if you guys are really interested into talking about this kind of theme or topic or any kind of discussion that is related to love, then you're in luck. So, come with me and embark this journey with me towards the true essence of love through self-love and generosity. Ayan. In the midst of the pandemic, typhoons, earthquakes, floods, and other tragedies that challenge our resilience as Filipinos, paano nga ba natin mapapanatili ang pag-ibig sa ating puso? Well, let us welcome a very special performance from our very special performance. So, I hope you guys will just sit back, relax, and enjoy, and of course, continue to love, love, love!
I lost myself in fear of losing you. I wish I didn't do, but I did. I lost my own identity. Forgot that you picked me for me. But now I don't negotiate with insecurities. They always seem to get the best of me. I find I had to love myself the way I want you to love me. No more second guessing. No, there's no more questioning. I'll be the one defining who I'm gonna be. No concealing feelings, all changing seasonally. I'm gonna love myself the way I want you to love me. Sometimes I wish my skin was a costume that I could just unzip and strip. But who I am is who I'm meant to be. It's who you are in love with. So now I don't negotiate with insecurities. You're gonna have to take a back seat and know I have to love myself the way I want you to. Love me, no more second guessing. No, there's no more questioning. I'll be the one defining who I'm gonna be. No concealing feelings, all changing seasonally. I'm gonna love myself the way I want you to. Love me. No more standing in my own way. Let's get closer. No more standing in my own way. I want you to love me. No more standing in my own way. Let's go deeper. Let's get closer. No more standing in my own way. I want you to love me. No more second guessing. No, there's no more questioning. I'll be the one defining who I'm gonna be. No concealing feelings, all changing seasonally. I'm gonna love myself the way I want you to. Love me, no more second guessing. No, there's no more questioning. I'll be the one defining who I'm gonna be. No concealing feelings or changing seasonally. I'm gonna love myself the way I want you to. Love me.
Thank you for our dear performers for that very heartfelt performance. And I really hope that you, our viewers and listeners, were able to enjoy the experience. Now, let us proceed to our very first segment of this program entitled, guess what? Please welcome the book lover, VJ Shera Protasio, broadcast diva, VJ Jam Lindo, and of course, yours truly.
Hi! Kumusta kayo?
Hi, kamusta?
Happy
Valentine's
Uy, happy
Day.
Valentine's!
Yes, happy
Talaga.
Valentine's Day.
Yes.
No, ayan.
Yan. So, kumusta naman? Mauna yung host.
Sige, thank you. Sa akin naman kasi, my Valentine's Day is great, I could say. Medyo na-nervous ako kasi nga sa podcast natin, being the main host and all. Pero na-enjoy ko naman talaga yung magiging process. And I hope rin sa mga iba na even though nakastuck lang talaga tayo dito sa bahay, I hope all of you guys are enlightened or kahit ano man yan. Just basta relax talaga tayo dito. And
Yes.
wala mo ng stress. Mamaya
Yes, important yun. Sabi nga ni tatay, pagkatas ko daw dito, wag muna akong gumawa ng kahit ano eh. Mag-relax daw kasi, lagi na lang nakatutok sa laptop. Masama yun sa mata, syempre.
True.
Diba?
Mm-mm.
Tapos,
Syempre.
pahinga. Just, syempre, podcast. Nakabahan din.
Mhm.
Kasi first time, hindi ko naman
Yes.
nangyari.
Oo.
Pero, sana maging
Talaga.
success tong podcast na to. Malalaman natin yan mamaya.
Oo.
Diba? Yan,
Yes.
si Jam
So,
naman.
man.
Syempre ako, kadate ko sarili ko. Pero syempre, mahal na mahal ko yung sarili ko, di ba? Saan pa ako pupunta kundi ako lang. Ako lang naman din sa dulo, di ba? Yeah, ayun. Syempre, sinuspoil ko din yung sarili ko, no? Deserve ko i-reward yung sarili ko. Syempre, lahat din tayo, ba?
Of course.
Ayan. Syempre, tapos, ayan, so of course, yung experience ni Jam in relation sa podcast natin, yung theme, which is self-love.
Yes.
Diba? And yung love na yun, may relation din sa gagawin natin dito sa first segment natin, which is Guess What?
Guess what?
So
Yes.
tungkol ba saan tong Guess What na to? Magpapakita kami sa inyo ng mga Greek words and tulaan nyo kung ano yung Greek word na ito. Magpapakita din kami ng clues and ng hints, syempre para matulungan kayo. Yan, diba? Tandaan na in relation with our theme, which is love, kasi Valentine's Day. So, yung mga ipapakita namin, puro sa love lang tayo today. Kaya nagsabi ni Ranger kanina, love lang, diba?
Of course, love lang.
Yan, and of course, may konting motivation yan, syempre. Diba, Ranger? Ano yung motivation natin?
So, kung sino man yung makakuha ng answer with the hashtag guess what with the number problem, then ang mga makakasama na sagot ay makakakuha ng mga prizes.
Yeah.
That is part ng mga ating mga sponsors which you will see later on. So, stay tuned for those.
Remember hashtag guess what? Di makita sa screen, pero yan, hashtag guess what? With the item number and of course the answer sa comment section below. Pa-type na lang.
Yes.
Of course, heart and share. Heart hindi like kasi Valentine's Day, so heart. I-share na natin. I-kalat na natin.
Kaya i-heart natin.
Yeah, iwag yung like zone. Kasi Valentine's. Diba?
Yes.
So, love lang yan. Ayan. So, for our first word, ito, ang clue. Tcharan! I'm the one that loves to stick with my 3 friends. I'm more than what you think. I don't need to show my actions to them, only my presence, and they already appreciate me. I always remember, I always remain in them, and I don't leave them no matter what. What am I?
Ano nga ba?
So, ito yung word. Yung Greek word. Hindi ko mabasa.
Hindi ko rin mabasa. Ano yan?
Iron.
Ayun.
Yun na lang. Let's go with that. Hindi pa kami marunong magbasa ng Greek. Pasensya na po. Hindi kami Ayan. So, issue natin yung clue para sa viewers.
Yes.
Ayan. So, type na. Bilis. Paunahan to Remember, hashtag guess what? Number 1. Kasi ito yung item number 1 natin. Tandaan with the answer. Yan.
Basta tandaan nyo pag walang answer.
Yeah, go.
Yan. Tapos balik tayo sa clue. Jam, do the honors.
I am the one that loves to stick with my 3 friends. I am more than what you think. I don't need to show my actions to them, only presence, and they already I always remain in them, and I don't leave them no what. What am I?
Ayun.
Yan.
So, yung word natin. Ayun.
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 Talaga ang arte. Ayun talaga.
Ayun. Remember hashtag guess what with the item number and the answer in the comment section below. Tandaan niyo mga viewers kasi hindi siya counted. So, sayang kahit nauna kayo. Diba? Hindi counted yung answers nyo. Hashtag kaya may hashtag. Ayan. So, susunod na item number. Item number 2. I am the antagonist. Yan, sabi pa tayo. Si Jam na lang.
Sige. I am the antagonist. I love to whisper, urging you to do bad things, but don't get me wrong, because I am not a sin. What am I?
What
are you? So,
ito yung word
natin.
Nga ba?
Ethiopia ba yan?
Something.
Ang haba kasi. Malay mo, diba?
Ayan, balik natin sa clue. Tingnan natin. Look carefully, mga viewers. Paunahan tayo hanggat di pa kami lumilipat. Ayan. So, hintayin natin sila habang di pa nga lumilipat.
Another question.
Another question for me. From me.
Sige, go.
Sige, go.
Siyempre, exposure. Ito, yun diba? Exposure, kapag ganyan. Sabi ko alam. Kinakarir ko. Minsan lang ito mangyari. Ayan. So, in relation sa number 2 natin, what is the worst temptation for you? Yun, nahihirapan kang, pigilan. Kahit na,
Siyempre, pigilang mahirap pumigil, humingi, di ba? Mahirap humingi ng pagkain. Ano ba?
Ayun.
Oo.
Pagkain. Diba? Alam mo yun, at makakita ka ng pagkain as napakasarap. Nakakaano, mouth-watering. Wow, mouth-watering. Alam mo yun, syempre, hindi mo na lang mapigilan, bubulong ka na lang bigla na sabihin mo, uy, pengi naman, share your blessings nga daw, di ba? Gaganon. Di ba?
Ibig sabihin, ikaw yung naging temptation, tapos ikaw pa yung nag-benefit doon.
Oo, it's a win-win situation naman kasi.
Oo, totoo.
Diba?
Diba? Tapos minsan may magbebenta pa. Hindi mas lalong.
May source ka na, napakaganda pa ng source. Konting lakad lang, lalabas mo pa pera mo.
Tapos nandiyan na lahat ng mga pagkain, diba?
Oo.
Diyan na lang. Siyempre. Si Rainier naman.
Para sa akin, if there is the worst temptation talaga, I feel like everyone can relate to this. It's definitely procrastination. Diba?
Talaga, relatable.
I feel like napaka-relatable. Nobody can escape procrastination. And honestly, kung sino man yan na hindi talaga marunong mag-procrastinate, my God, kung sino ka man, I don't know if I should admire or I should be worried kasi feeling ko nag-overwork ka.
Yeah.
Pero, anyway, sa procrastination talaga, it's completely fine because in that kind of activity, you're trying to relax yourself, diba? Pero you should only do that to an extent na kailangan na i-limit mo lang. Dahil there are times na masyado na natin inaabuso. Especially na wala na talaga tayong ginagawa. And we should know that part of self-love is giving attention and giving more purpose to yourself. And we can get that by making ourselves busy with different kinds of activities. Instead na wala tayong masyadong ginagawa, nakaupo lang tayo, palagi lang kumakain, even though masarap siya. Pero kapag yun na talaga natin ginagawa, na palagi
Ay, bakit?
hindi ako nakapatama, nako, pera, nako.
Bakit?
Ikaw
Ikaw din, isa ka rin eh.
Anyway, ayun nga. So, wala akong patama dito. This could literally happen to everyone. Pero basta, let's know our boundaries.
Yes. And of course, advice lang sa ating student viewers.
Yes.
Diba? In terms of, syempre may mga times na hindi talaga natin kaya kahit anong pilit. Kunyari, review sa quiz, sa exam, tapos kahit anong review mo, walang pumapasok sa isip mo. Then it's umigal kang mag-review or mag-quiz. Pwede naman yun kasi if you don't, hindi ka mag-relax, mas-stress ka, sakit pa sa ulo, sayang pa sa oras, kasi wala ka namang napala dun sa pag-review mo eh.
Oo.
Diba? So it's better. Yeah, it's better to just relax and lie down. Siguro try again later. Ako nga, nung exam exam day ako mismo nag-review eh.
I mean, true naman. Feeling ko halos lahat tayo nakapunta dun sa punto na yan. Dahil sa sobrang nating stress na nag-review na talaga tayo mismo on the exam day.
Hindi lang to sa students nag-a-apply. Kahit sa parents or teachers na
anyone
busy.
Give yourself some time. Yun lang yung ibig sabihin.
Self-love.
Yes, self-love talaga.
Let's not self-deprecate but self-love.
So, remember that today, ha? Hindi lang today. To the next day and to the future. And so, ito nga, balik tayo. Sa item number 2. I am the antagonist. I love to whisper, urging you to do bad things. But don't get me wrong, because I am not a sin. What am I?
Ano nga talaga?
Ito yung word, yung napakabang word.
Ethiopia yan, guys.
Ethiopia. May mukhang dito yung sa OERT.
Ano yun?
Yung PH ba yun?
PH?
Phonetic ba yan?
Phonetic alphabet.
Phonetic alphabet.
Oh my goodness, a disgrace. Mamaya mali pa lang yung sinabi ko.
Sige na.
Yung first two letters.
Pwede ba ito i-edit?
Sige lang. Nako.
Ayan. So, for her item number 3. Ayan.
Hashtag guess what number 3.
3.
Yeah. Siya.
I am the type of friend that loves and desires to be with that certain person forever, in good times and in bad. I will still continue to love and desire for that certain person. What am I?
Ano kaya?
Sino kaya? Ito yung word of. Yung word natin for item number 3. Parang medyo familiar na.
Yeah, nakita ko na siya.
Yeah, parang feeling ko, madali lang to para sa viewers natin.
Very,
Usually,
Yes,
nami-misunderstood yung with the word love. Diba? Kapag sinabi nilang love, yun kagad yung ibig sabihin.
Yes.
A big no-no.
Big
Kasi,
no-no.
diba, talaga, kasi diba, love is in many ways. Love is can be shown in many ways. It's very dynamic, very complicated.
Yes.
Balik natin sa clue. Yan, para makita
Yan.
nila. So, habang naghihintay, syempre, may ulit.
Of course, may
May-
session tayo kay Miss
may
Vicky
ako.
Shera.
Ako. Ganun yan. Oh. Star of the day. Yan.
Oh,
So,
star of the day.
in relation sa third item, lahat naman ng questions ko in relation sa kanila. Yeah. So, meron bang ganitong tao para sa inyo? Important person, certain someone, you know.
Siyempre meron, di ba? Lahat naman tayo meron. Pero specifically in that aspect, di ba?
So, syempre, mauna ka na dyan.
Oo,
Ba't
salita
ba
ka
ako
na eh.
nagsalita?
Oo.
Pero, pero ayun, ako meron. Pero, ewan ko kung common siya. Pero it's your typical, high school romance. Well, high school romance. Buti nagkaroon pa ako ng, hindi naman actually wala ngang romance na nangyari eh. So, oo, wala. Kaya, ayun, wala. Pero yun, ewan ko kasi, ganito kasi yung kwento. Una kasi, napapansin ko lang siya. Like, ayan, diba, your typical classmate, yan, lakad-lakad. Tapos, parang, ewan ko, pagdating isang araw, pagpasok ko na lang sa klase ko, nakita ko siya. Tapos parang, hindi mo literally na lumiwanag. Yung parang luminaw. Yun, luminaw yung mundo. At syempre, oh my, OMG.
Tinamaan ka
Wish ko
ni
siya.
Cupid.
Oo, ganun.
Pinanang
Si
ano.
Cupid.
Ang bilis lang, ganun lang eh. Meron na eh. Sana all. Kasi,
Parang-
sana sa lahat ganun kabilis. Kasi sa akin, confused pa ako eh. Hindi naman confused ako na wala pa naman nararamdaman. Pero, of course, may instances na hindi ko kasi ma-identify. Is it infatuation? Is it romantic? Is it platonic? Diba? Alam ko nahihirapan. Sorry po, nahihirapan talaga ako mag-identify kung which from which. Kaya, usually, ang ano ko lang ngayon is puro para social. Mas safe. Mas safe. Tsaka mas madali na-identify.
That's a very foreign word. Ano yung parasocial relationships?
Yung parasocial relationships is one-sided relationships, with celebrities, artists, singers, 2D characters. That applies, yung mga anime. Yan, madaming mga ganyan, di ba? And that's a parasocial relationships. Kaya nga, safe, di ba? Pero just because na it's a one-sided relationship, doesn't mean na siya, parang toxic or something. May ganong part. Of course, pag na siya, obsessive na ganon, wala ka ng social life, yung it doesn't inspire you to develop or to improve, yun yung downside nun. Pero yung upside naman niya, yun nga, kung ini-inspire ka niya mag-develop and mag-improve, get to see another day. Diba?
Oh, that's very true. That's very, very true.
Diba? They also play an important part. Pagka, it depends kasi kung ano siya para sa'yo, diba?
Also, for anyone who's listening talaga, like yung sinabi nga ni VJ Shera, meron tayo talaga mga instances na katulad na naramdaman ni VJ Jam na lumiliwanag talaga yung ating mga yung mismo mundo natin kapag nakikita lang natin yung mga significant others natin or if it's 2D or totoo man yan. Pero it's also important to know na kapag nakukonfuse tayo sa mga feelings natin, it's always important to take our time, 'di ba? Lalo na since napaka-fragile ang mga relationships because knowing it's a two-way street, kaya communication is the key, quote of the day.
Communication is the key.
Kaya tandaan natin na be sure first of our feelings. At the same time, kailangan sure din yung mismo nag-reciprocate ng feelings mo sa'yo or for you to them na sure din yung feelings nila sa'yo. Kasi we don't want any kind of dysfunctionality dun sa mga relationships natin o kaya makaroon tayo ng at worst misunderstandings na mag-distance talaga sa inyo. So, take as much time as possible because let's be real here, the people who truly love us are willing to wait for us, di ba?
Yes. So true.
Diba?
So, Rainier, do you have anything to say?
Ay, nako, masyado pa ako nagsalita.
Hindi mo sinagot yung tanong eh.
Ano?
Ayan, kala mo.
Para naman sa akin, personally, I never really experienced that kind of like love before. But in terms of like admiration, meron talaga natatatak sa mga isip ko na this person is very sweet. I mean, sino bang ayaw sa mga sweet ng mga tao, di ba? That's willing na hardworking, di ba? Yun na nakaka-infect sila ng ano nila, ng kanilang energy, kumbaga. Right? Like, it's really hard to not appreciate someone who's genuinely sweet and is also genuinely hardworking. So, let's try to be like them, diba? Ayan. Yun lang. Basta
Balik
di
na
niya
tayo.
kilala.
Tumatakas na siya. Tumatakas na
Tumatakas.
siya.
Tapos,
Oo.
pag
Sorry.
sinasabi tumatakas, parang ikaw ata yung Shera. Diba?
Ay, sinagot ko yung
Tumatakas.
tanong. Wala.
Ay,
Sinagot ko
sinagot
yung
mo
tanong.
ba?
Oo.
Oo nga, no? Masyado ka lang kasing tumatakas eh.
Uy,
Well, let's be real, lahat tayo tumakas dito eh. Let's be real lang dito.
Ano ka ba?
Nako.
Dito tayo.
Balik na.
Nakikita tayo ng viewers. Sa Facebook tayo. Ayan. So,
Yan na,
Cham,
sige.
do the honors. Let's read again. Item number 3. Yung clue.
3.
Yan.
Yes. I am the type of friend that loves and desires to be with that certain person, forever in good times and in bad. I will still continue to love and desire for that certain person. What am I?
Yan.
What are you?
So, ulit yung
kaya?
word. Yan yung word
Word?
ulit.
Ganda ng pagkakasulat niya, di ko nasabi yan.
Yan yung ina-achieve na calligraphy pero hindi kaya.
Hindi kaya.
Kaya,
At least sa
hirap
atin.
na.
Oo, kahit sa atin lang.
Ayan, ito. Item number 4, yan. Hashtag guess what? Item number 4.
4.
My other friends love me because they see goodness in me. I show my love for them by desiring what is good to them. Even though we commit mistakes to each other, we still love each other because of our desire for goodness. What am I? Ito, yung word natin. Tcharan!
Ano kaya?
Ano yan? Ano yan?
Ano yan? Yan.
Yeah, di ko mabasa.
Pangalan ba yan?
Yeah, Olivia.
Olive.
Olivia.
Sophia
Di,
talaga
Olivia
nakikita
Sandra.
ko.
What's
Sophia,
Sophia?
Pasensya na, ibang ano ako. Ibang wavelength ako. Ayan,
Ay,
ibalik
grabe.
natin sa...
Grabe naman yung ibang wavelength.
Ayan, ibalik natin sa clue.
And,
Ayan. So, habang naghihintay, of course. Ito, routine na. Siyempre, habang naghihintay. Ayan. Well, wala naman ako matanong. Tiga mo.
Sa akin na yun.
Naubusan ka na.
Yun.
Naubusan ka
Wala
na ng
lang.
tanong.
Ang ano ko lang dito is, ito yung ideal friendship, di ba?
Oo.
Ayan. Yung be with the goodness, be with the bad. Di ba? Pero nga, kung, di ba meron tayong quote na sinasabing accept one's flaws. Di ba? Pero it's just one side dun sa quote na yun. Kasi you don't always accept the flaws. Di ba? Kasi may mga ibang mistakes na not acceptable. Kunyari, ano ba? Pag may mga times na yung klaseng mistake na yun ay nakakasakit na sa iba, tsaka sa kanya, you don't accept it. Di ba you try to change it? Kung ikaw talaga yung totoong friend and concerned ka, di ba? And you look after them, you try to change that part. Kunyari, ano ba? Pag kumakain siya, makalat kumain, yung ganun. Parang i-accept mo ba yun? Di ba hindi?
Oo.
And of course,
Hindi.
as the the receiver, accept the criticism. Wag naman yung magiging aggressive ka kasi kung siya talaga yung true friend mo, concerned yan. Hindi dahil, you know, it has a malicious intent.
True.
I'm on par.
Well, totoo rin naman talaga yon. Let's be real. Na I mean, actually nangyayari ito sa mga instances, lalo na nung mga bata tayo, na tinatanong talaga natin sa sarili natin na bakit ba tayo pinapagalitan ng ating mga parents, ng ating mga teachers? Well, let's be real here na the fact na nakikita nila yung pagkakamali natin at kino-correct, it just basically means na mahal nga talaga nila tayo. Because out of everything, ang pinakaayaw talaga ng mga parents is lumaki ng mali ang kanilang mga anak. Diba? Isn't that right, mga parents sa mga viewers, diba? Ganun talaga yung pagmamahal ng mga magulang. And of course, ganun din yun sa mga friends. Most importantly talaga sa mga friends. Yes.
Yan, magulat ka din, magalit. Diba?
Jam,
Siyempre, syempre, diba, yung past mo na hindi ka ganda-ganda, diba? They're trying to change that, so that para sa future, maayos siya, diba? Parang yun nga, kasabihan nga nilang, confront the past to change the future for a better present.
Oh!
Diba?
May mga one-liner. May mga one-liner na tayo ngayon.
Oh, no.
Diba?
Diba? Talaga naman. Kasi, you're trying to confront Kasi una, if you're trying to change, syempre, una, i-accept mo muna yung sarili mo from the past. And by doing that, you can actually acknowledge and then change yourself, diba? Nasa process of, changing.
Being knowledgeable is accepting your mistakes and learning from it. Pero being wise, if you want to be wiser, diba? Observe the people around you and don't make the same mistake. So be wiser. Pero it's not bad to be knowledgeable.
Also, link dun sa sinabi ni Shera when it comes to becoming more wise, especially if we want to critique some or mapagalitan nga man yan, anyone to, especially sa mga parents, coming from sa mga anak, of course, medyo nasasaktan yung mga anak natin kapag hindi talaga na-filter ang mga words ng pinapagalitan, kapag pinapagalitan tayo. That's why it's always important to know na at least to the point na na maa-aware at makikinig talaga yung anak, pero wag to the point na yung mismong mali or yung masamang pakikinggan ng anak ay magsistay sa kanila. Mas maganda na constructive para at least naiintindihan nila. It's again,
communication
is the key.
And of course, kung yun yung mga sermon moments, monologue moments, wag naman yung one-sided. Diba? As I said, communication is the key. Kung magagalit kayo, diba, interact kung sino man yung pinapagalitan nyo.
Yes.
Diba? Kasi kung hindi nyo maririnig yung side nila, it will, mamaya nagkaroon ng misunderstanding. Kasi yung sinasabi mo, puro yung mga, inisip mo na yun talaga yung nangyari. Pero hindi mo alam na may ibang side. So, communicate, diba? You don't always have to say, yung mga masasamang salita. Kasi it's not, progressive.
Yes, exactly.
Ayun,
masyado na tayo nag-ramble.
Overtime.
Sige.
Move on na, ayan. So, basahin ulit. Jam to the honors.
My other friends love me because they see goodness in me. I show my love for them by desiring what is good to them. Even though we commit mistakes to each other, we still love each other because of our desire for goodness. What am I?
What am I? Yan.
Word.
Ito, ang natin ulit, yung word. Hashtag, guess what? Item number 4. Yan, remember ha? On the comment
May prize
section.
tayo ha, huwag niyong kalimutan.
Yes. I-heart nyo na rin and i-share. Ipalaganap ang Valentine's. Self-love.
Yes.
Love.
Love lang, yes.
Yeah, so move na tayo to item number 5. Ito ang clue. I am a friend that treats them like family. They will love me because they don't have a choice. And they also want to stay with me for a while. What am I? Ito.
Ayan.
Ano ang word natin? Autopy?
Autopy?
Autopy.
Autopy.
Sigurado ako
Okay.
siguro may mga naiirita na sa pagpronounce sa mga Greek words. Pasensya na.
Pasensya na, hindi ko kami
Pasensya na.
marunong. Ayan, balik natin sa clue para makita nila. Ayan.
Ayan.
So, nakakaano naman, you don't have a choice. Yung ang sabi doon? They will love me because you don't have a choice. Ang sama. Ang sama pakinggan.
Huwag naman, sama-sama. Oo, tama. Mas sama naman pakinggan. Kasi nga, let's also be real here. I mean, for those people na we don't really have a choice. I mean, God chose us to be with these people. Diba? So, we can't really change that. Or, sometimes we can, diba? Dahil tayo rin naman kasi pwede tayong pumili kung sino ngayon pwede nating maging ka-close, diba? Yan.
And friends and all that. But of course, remember, family is not restricted sa dugo. As Rainer nga said, we can choose our family like friends and all that. You know, kasi nga, and of course, may mga unfortunate circumstances na nagiging dysfunctional yung relationship. But it doesn't have to stay that way kasi nga, communication is the key.
Communication is the key.
Tapos, kung sakaling yung situation naman ay hindi mo kadugo talaga, hindi mo siya tatay, hindi mo siya nanay, parang hindi porket hindi mo kadugo, ay hindi mo na family. Kasi nga, kunyari, kung mga mag-asawa, kunyari, yung wife and yung husband, hindi naman sila magkadugo, pero seen as a family sila, di ba?
Yes.
And of course, yung may mga instances, let's say, sa LGBTQ community. Hindi ko na alam yung ibang letters, pasensya. Hindi ko na alam yung ibang letters. Ang dami, di ba? Ayun.
Yes.
Yun nga, LGBTQ community, may mga nagsasabi kasi na pag nag-adapt sila, yung kung sino yung parang ma-identify ng role ng bata as a mother or a father figure, o sino man yung parang ideal woman or man kung ano dapat sila umasta. Wala daw ganong guide, diba? May mga sabi-sabi na ganon. Pero tatandaan niya natin, yung mga nag-a-adapt sa LGBTQ community, diba? It's tarang dinesire talaga nila yun, diba? So, pinagtuunan nyo ng pansin, choice talaga nila yun. Kasi may mga instances, kunwari pag pregnancy, may mga times na, diba? Hindi siya planado, hindi siya gusto, or diba, may mga times na naghihirap kasi nga, it's not part of their plans or accidental siya nangyari. Pero pag nag-adapt ka, diba, it's your choice talaga. So, tatandaan natin, it's not always by blood, diba? It's by bond. And it's not with the duration, kung gaano katagal kayong nagkakilala. Kasi hindi dahil matagal na kayong magkasama, kilala mo na siya. It depends kung gaano nyo spinent yung time, paano nyo spinent. Kasi, kunyari, minsan mga parents natin, unfortunately, may times na hindi talaga tayo kilala. And siguro mas kilala pa tayo ng friends natin. Kasi nga, kung paano natin tayo makapag-spend ng time sa friends natin, iba sa family natin. Diba?
Also, and related dun sa nga sinabi ni Shara with regards sa LGBT community, I will also preface this sa isang sinabi ng isang drag queen na as people in the gay LGBT community or the gay people, they have the option or the choice to choose kung sino man yung magiging pamilya nila. Because as we know, lalo na sa country natin na is very religious, na hindi ganun ka-accepting, at actually, our country is still tolerating the LGBT community, diba? They get to choose who they want to be with, diba? Because minsan kasi hindi sila tanggap ng kanilang mga pamilya, so they choose who to be their families. And sana, knowing that it's going to be Valentine's Day and we're only about love here, pakitandaan natin sa lahat na there is completely nothing wrong on loving the same sex, or there's completely nothing wrong on just simply loving someone. It is not a sin to love someone. If you truly love them talaga, then that's love talaga. Diba? Kasi kapag naging kasalanan yung pagmamahal natin, di yung pagmamahal natin sa opposite gender is also considered a sin. Diba? Tingnan, pagtuusan natin. And also, for anyone now that's willing to especially sa mga ganitong mga community, let's learn to accept and to respect, not just tolerate.
Respect. Yes.
Importante yung word na yan, respect na yan.
Talaga.
Respect, not tolerate, diba?
Not tolerate. Yes. Jam, ikaw, pwede kang idagdag pa?
Siguro yung sa fact dun sa sinabi din ni Shara na yung family is not only limited to blood. Syempre totoo naman din, especially kung isa mga cases ng mga adoption. It's it's just that love is not purely from blood only. It's the action, the motivation, the intention, diba? Syempre, love is very demanding din, diba? It's very beautiful, it's also painful, pero talagang yun yung parang pinaka yun yung nagagawa sa love as very unique, di ba? Like,
That's
sobrang
true.
gusto yun.
Mm.
Kaya, ayun.
Diba? Tapos it's parang figure out pa rin. Kaya nga, tulad ko nga, figure out ko pa rin kung what type of love. Kasi hindi lang siya restricted sa isa. Kaya hindi lang siya love. Kasi
Talaga.
minsan kasi, kunyari, magbabasa ka ng fiction. Let's say, kunyari, they just said, I love you, ganyan. Para may kasamang na agad na, ay, romantic. Hindi lang. Kahit pag hindi family relation kunyari, sabi kong I love you, parang romantic agad. Hindi ganun.
Yun. Yes.
Talaga.
Diba?
It's usually misunderstood talaga.
Yeah. Kaya minsan may mga taong nahihiyang magsabi ng I love you. Or kaya, kunyari, holding hands lang with men. Especially yun. Kasi kunyari, or holding hands or being intimate. Kaya parang agad na romantic. Pwede bang platonic?
Oo, talaga.
Kaya nga minsan natutuwa ako pag may mga nakikita akong tao na lalo na sa lalaki. Parang, ay, cute.
Oo.
True.
Matutuwa ka pa
Kasi pag sa babae, parang may perceived
Natural
notion kasi pag sa babae, more emotional. So, more, open sa ganyang touching feeling. Skinship, kumbaga. Let's encourage skinship.
Especially, of course, when it comes to skinship, then let's also note to boundaries.
Yes.
Diba?
Boundaries din talaga. Meron pa rin limitation sa lahat. Sa lahat ng actions. Diba?
Yeah.
Aspects.
In moderation, huwag subobra kasi masama ang sobra. Yan, item number 5, I will read the clue. I am a friend that treats them like a family. They will love me because they don't have a choice and they also want to stay with me for a while. What am I? Yan, ito yung word, yung autopay. Pasensya na po. Hindi po kayo marunong magsalita ng ibang language bukod sa English and sa Tagalog.
Yan ay ang ating hashtag guess what number
5. Yan, tapos na pala. Yan na pala yung last item.
Oo nga, last item na pala yun. Oo. So, yan. Don't forget to answer. May prize talaga tayo. May prize tayo. You'll see later.
Of course, kapag mag-a-answer kayo, don't forget yung hashtag guess what with the item number. Ayan. So, we have now come to... Of course. So, we have now come to the conclusion of this segment. Thank you sa ating mga co-hosts, VJ Shera and VJ Jam.
Yay!
Of course. Yay!
Hindi ako marunong yung jam.
Yan.
Okay ba to?
Yan, pwede naman passable.
Okay na yan. Anyway, thank you guys talaga sa mga...
Thank you din.
Siyempre, huwag natin makakalimutan, no?
Thank you din
Happy
sa viewers,
Valentine.
of course. And happy Valentine's Day.
Happy Valentine's Day sa viewers natin.
And self-love, blah, blah, blah. Remember,
love.
not just today, but
Thank you
tomorrow.
sa mga natin. Yes. Yan. So, once again, this is going to be the end of our first segment. Guess what? Bye! Happy Valentine's, everyone!
Bye! Happy Valentine's Day!
Valentine's
Bye!
Do you still remember all these little things? Our shared moments and the joy it brings. We planned so much together. You are my sweet escape. You comfort me wherever, whenever, while we both take shape.
You are not just anyone. We're not just made. The warmth of the sun just feels completely different. Outside the coolness of your shade, you have a crown of leaves, while mine is my hair. You are the very nature that I will cherish and care. Prayer box,
Saving the earth.
one bar at a time.
to add a little spice in your house? In La Visita Co, we pack your orders in our eco-friendly packaging. We have sets of products to choose from. It may be our Grow Together kit where we have varieties of seeds, soil where you can plant your seeds, and pots where we made it with love and care. Let's grow together with our Grow Together kits. Or maybe you can choose from our sets of succulents. We have plenty of them. You can't buy happiness, but you can buy succulents. So, what are you waiting for? Grab yours now and have a plantastic journey with your plants. A love that grows, La Visita.
Yan. I would like to thank the first set of sponsors for our event. Herbice Company from 12 ABMA, OIM Company from 12 STEM A, Lohika ng Lokal from 12 Humes, and La Vista Company from 12 STEM C. Again, as you've seen from the fellow commercials previously, their products are really, really interesting. So if you guys are really interested in purchasing, ordering, or even have any kind of inquiries or want to know more information about these products, which mind you are a complete variety of them, please proceed to the respective social media pages. Now, for the most highlighted segment of this show is about to commence in a short while. But before we start, I would like to introduce to you my fellow co-hosts. The passionate rookie, VJ Bea P, the adorable princess, VJ Meryl M, and the veteran broadcaster and host, VJ Alex C. And this is Love on the Line.
Uy, happy Valentine's Day nga pala.
Akala ko happy birthday.
Valentine's Day ngayon.
Ay,
Oo.
Valentine's pala. Akala ko
Nakalimutan mo
birthday.
ba?
Oo, sa sobrang dami ng mga ginagawa, akala ko happy birthday ngayon. akala ko 20th birthday ni VJ Bea P.
20th talaga? Pinatanda mo ako ng ilang taon na, gabi ka.
Yun na nga.
Anyways, gusto ko rin palang i-greet yung mga viewers. Happy Valentine's Day!
Happy Valentine's
Ayun, happy
Day!
Valentine's Day sa ating mga viewers, sa mga sharawat, shout out sa mga shout out sa mga may teddy bears, love letters, saka mga bulaklak dyan. Isa lang masasabi ko, S-A-N-A-O-L. Anong sabi doon? Sana all.
Sana all.
Ay, akala ko pahingi.
Ay, pahingi. Yung chocolate kailangan hingiin.
Oo.
Ay, nako. Alam nyo, kaya tayo mukhang ngayon kasi wala tayong chocolate. Dapat binibigyan, di ba? Ay, dapat yung mga single binibigyan ng chocolate. Tama ba, guys?
Kami din.
Oo. Hindi, wag na si VJ Bea. Meron na yan
Oh, may chocolate ako dito.
Oo, may chocolate. Hindi namimigay VJ Meryl. Awayin mo nga.
Ay,
Oo.
bigay naman, oh.
Ayan na.
Ay, tanggi na siya. Ay,
Ay, nako.
I have a question pala, guys.
Ano yun?
May pa-quiz na naman
Hindi, I'm curious lang kasi.
Curious.
I just want to ask you on how do you celebrated the Valentine's Day before the pandemic occurred or before the outbreak of the pandemic?
Sino ba mauna? Ikaw na, VJM.
Sige, ako na. Bago magkaroon ng pandemic, di ba, pwede pa tayo lumabas. And yung time na yun, may pasok pa, di ba? So, nasa school tayo, kasama ko classmates ko, teachers ko. And after nun, lumabas kami ng family ko, kumain kami sa labas. Ayun, kakamiss kasi nakakasama ko pa yung iba kong friends, yung iba kong relatives. Pero ngayon, nakakausap ko na lang through messenger or sa call, ganun.
Nako, for sure maraming nakaka-relate dyan.
Oo, ako, relate.
Halos lahat naman tayo
Ako. Relate na relate. Ngayon kasi puro laptop dito, cellphone doon, gadget dito, internet doon, Instagram dito, Twitter doon, kaliwat ka ng sa Twitter, Facebook, Messenger, IG story, di ba? Yan. yan yung buhay natin ngayon eh. Pero nakakalimutan kasi natin yung salitang communication in the way na face-to-face. Although, communication is diverse, di ba? Due to 21st century postmodernism na technological enhancement, di ba? Maraming mga ganyan. Pero, what if mawala yung technology bigla? What if nawala ng wifi, di ba? Paano kung nag-fluctuate yung internet, di wala ng communication? Paano kung mahina yung data? So, nandun pa rin yung tinatawag na face-to-face, di ba? Kaya sabi ko nga, ano ba yan? We are bounded by monitors, bounded by virtual experience. Tapos ngayon parang, dito na lang, Skype na lang, tamang Skype, Yahoo. Tatagal na ng pinagsasabi ko. Skype, Yahoo, may Zoom na, saka Gmeet, di ba? Sabi ko nga, ngayon ako, kaya sa mga viewers dyan na nakaka-feel ng ganong stress or tension, we feel you. Di ba guys? Ganon yung feeling. Ngayon ako. Kami nga,
Pero wag
Oo, sige.
Huwag niyong kalimutan na, ay, nagkakasabay tayo, BJ Meryl.
Bata-bata kayo.
Ay, sorry. Sige,
Bata-bata
ikaw
ka. Pero, dapat, wag natin kakalimutan yung brighter side, guys. Ang importante, may balita pa rin tayo sa loved ones natin, kung okay pa ba sila, di ba?
Nakikipag-in touch pa rin tayo kahit paano.
At least, through technology, we can make them feel na we love them so much, ganon.
Kaya nga ito, wait lang, may share kasi ako BJ Meryl, BJ Bea kasi nung Valentine's, nung last year bago mag-pandemic. Exam week kasi yun, di ba? Pagkakalam ko BJ Bea.
Midterms ba?
Midterms kasi yun, di ba? Ewan ko ba? Yung tipong stress out na kami noon. Si BJ Meryl, di ba, periodical yun, di ba? Galing tayo sa stress, di ba? Galing tayo sa tension, tapos biglang masaya sa feeling yung may nag-aayang friends na kakain daw sa labas. Yun nga, yung kinainan kasi naming kainan noon, nakakainis. Ay, naku.
Bakit?
Kasi pagpunta ko doon, puro magjojowa. Ako, kami doon, isang table na malaki. So parang, sabi ko, sana all. Wala lang, nakakainis. Pero yun nga, mga akin naman kasi, 'di ba, Valentine's per se, hindi naman kasi parang for lovers lang, 'di ba? Hindi naman siya for relationship of two people. Pwede naman ng 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 people, 'di ba? 10 or more pa 'yan. Saka hindi lang naman between girl to boy, 'di ba? Pwedeng boy to boy, girl to girl relationship, 'di ba? Love transcends all gender, age, classes, races. May ngipin man o wala, may buhok o wala, may mukha man o wala, may paa, may tuhod ba o wala, o may braces man o wala, may salamin o wala. They all deserve love. Tama ba guys? Tama.
Oo naman.
Tama. Because love don't know any boundaries.
Yes.
It doesn't have any boundaries.
Walang bayad ang love. Ikaw naman, BJ Bea, baka may makikwento ka.
Katulad ni BJ Kali, exam muna, tapos pagkatapos ng exam, lumabas with friends. Pero bago ako umuwi sa bahay, bumili muna ako ng flowers. It is my kasi, tawag nito, my gift for my mom, diba?
Wow, anong roses yan?
Anong roses?
Anong roses yan?
Siya, rose na color blue.
Wow, blue.
Bakit blue?
Bakit nga ba?
Ang dami niyo tanong, hindi joke.
Siyempre.
Kasi, favorite color yon, ma'am.
Alam nyo, hindi lang naman red yung symbol ng love, diba? Iba't ibang color. Ngayon nga, modern black rose na yung ginagamit, mga blue. Yung Beauty and the Beast, alam niyo yung bulaklak na parang nakakulong dun sa parang hindi namamatay agad. Anong tawag dun?
Enchanted flower.
Yun, oo. Flower.
Flower.
Enchanted rose ba tawag dun? Yung mamahalin, yung nireregalo na nun. Basta yun, yung nakakulong na sa glass, iba't ibang color siya, di ba? Hindi lang naman red yung sign. Although nakatema tayong red yan, pero it can be green, it can be black, it can be violet, it can be rainbow, di ba? Agree ba kayo, guys?
Yes.
Super agree.
Sa mga viewers dyan na agree sa mga sinasabi ko, paki-heart naman tong live natin, paki-share na rin, guys. I-share nyo sa Instagram, share nyo sa Facebook. Pwede nyo nga i-email eh.
Wow.
Alam ko, kung pwede nyo email nyo na. Kaya guys, sa mga viewers out there, huwag kayong mawalan ng pag-asa magbigay ng love this Valentine's. And of course, huwag niyong kakalimutan magbigay ng self-love. Tama ba guys? Amen po ba? Amen?
Yes. Amen.
Amen.
Super importante ng self-love.
Totoo. Yun yung tema natin ngayon, self-love. Actually, itong huling year kung magsasalita ngayon, ang tema pa natin self-love. Out of all years na salita ako. Ngayon lang ako nagsabi ng self-love. Ba't nga ba? Generosity rin.
Napaisip siya.
Napaisip ako kasi, out of all broadcast, ngayon ko lang nasabi yung self-love. Nung dedication book naman, di ba? Wala kasing nagsabing this song is dedicated to myself. Tama ba? Walang nagsabi ng to myself.
Parang wala naman.
Oo. Nung dedication book sa Olds, wala. Sa lahat ng papel doon. Ay nako, na-miss ko tuloy. Share ko lang.
Ako din, na-miss ko din yun.
Oo, kasi panay dedication book ni Bea nun. This song is dedicated to my lover.
Oy, walang ganon.
Oo. Ano nga bang segment?
Love on the... Ang tawag sa segment na to ay Love on the Line.
Love on the Line. Wow. Ano nga bang mechanics nito?
Siyempre, dahil gusto nating maging special tong day na to para sa mga viewers natin, nag-prepare tayo, of course, ng story. Sana magustuhan nila kasi tong story na to, hindi lang siya basta-basta story kasi may moral lesson silang makukuha dito.
Yes.
And syempre may palaro.
Minsan no, VJ Meron, ito si Bea, no, napaka-extra na. Ang taray niya talaga. Hindi lang siya basta story. Ano ulit yan? Hindi lang siya story. May moral, di ba? Oh.
May palaro
May
pa.
palaro pa. Ano nga ba yung price ng palaro na yan? Saka paano ba gagawin yung palaro na yan? Ay, nako. BJM, baka alam mo.
Dun sa ipapahula natin, papahulin natin yung title ng story. Then i-comment nila sa comment section with the hashtag #OpsAtHome and hashtag to love or to be loved.
Ayan. Ayan ha. Nako, BJ Bea, ano mangyayari pag di nila sinagutan yung hashtag nila na may hashtag pala?
Dahil choosy tayo, kapag nakalimutan nilang ilagay yung hashtag na yon, kahit tama yung sagot nila, invalid yun.
Oh, yan. Choosy kami.
Kaya,
attitude
wag na
kami.
guys, kakalimutan.
Oo, magtatampo kami. Sige ka. BJ Bea, gawin mo naman tayong tatlo. Mag-ganon tayo.
Ayoko.
Ayun, ganun, no.
No.
Sige na. Sige na. Oy, magtatampo yung si BJ Meron. Please. Sige na, para sa mga viewers at nag-aantay na yung mga yan for sure. For sure yung mga friends mo, VJ Bea, doon sa comment section, nagsasabi na yan, gagawin na yan. Gagawin na yan. Gagawin na yan. Yay! Galing talaga.
Grabe.
Grabe, palakpakan naman natin si VJ Bea, guys. Woo! Galing talaga. Iba talaga yan eh. Kasi ano yan eh, wag na po. Anyways, punta na tayo sa ating kwento. And this is Love on the Line. To you, my dearest. You were right. Life as a doctor is not easy. Too many sleepless nights, good patients, hectic schedules, people at death's door, the usual things. Yet, despite the arduous task, seeing that I've made a difference from my patients is quite fulfilling. It made heavy hardships bearable. Those are normal things in a doctor's life, after all. But in your case, seeing you in that state was unbearable to say the least. I still remember the lingering feeling of slowly watching you deteriorate in front of my eyes. How your hands suddenly trembled, your grasp weakened from that pan you were holding. I went with you to the hospital and watched with a heavy heart when they said their diagnosis. Since I am aware that your mother also suffered from it before she bid goodbye, I tried to prepare myself for the possibilities, but it's only not the known the reality had hit me hard that I am holding the results of your diagnosis paper. It says here that you're positive from Huntington's disease. Being a doctor myself, I know what that meant. Hereditary, incurable. Oh, how my heart stopped at hearing the news. What made it worse was that you weren't even faced in that slightest. A silent acceptance of your fate. You remained to smile at me, assured me not to worry. I didn't forget my job, but you became a priority. Visiting day to day to take care of you. When eating proved to be difficult, I helped you. When walking proved to be difficult, I supported you. There were times when your temper got the best of you, igniting some short arguments between us. When that happens, you always make a request to go to the rooftop. I carried you at my back, as walking became a chore to you. I opened the door to the rooftop, letting us feel the warm breeze. I stayed away at a certain distance, watching you bask in the sunlight. Suddenly, you decided to break the silence.
Promise me you'll take care of yourself.
You said. I froze, confused at the sudden request. At that time, I didn't know what to say, so I didn't mutter a word. All I did was offer a silent yet firm assurance, not noticing the severity underlying from your words. Time passed by, winter slowly approaching, and you are now bedridden. I filled the moments with mindless chatter, speaking for you cannot. The sun looks beautiful today, I said. You, you responded with little to no gestures and some quiet hums, ensuring I have your full attention. Yet, I couldn't get used to not hearing you speak. Watching you suffering, I couldn't bear it. I held onto your hand, offering a sense of comfort, for whom I do not know. Tears pulled at the corner of your eyes, threatening to fall, but you held it in, trying to stay strong, holding on. Yet, under that facade face of yours, your hand shook under the pressure. I held onto your hand till all your tears stopped falling. Before I knew it, your condition gradually turned for the worse. Eyes sunken low from the lack of sleep, skin turning pale, ribs almost protruding at the sides, stiff limbs positioned in weird angles. You're thin, unbelievably so weighing 97 pounds. You have uneven breathing patterns, difficulty swallowing when opted to use a feeding tube, difficulty standing, everything and seems so painful. I gently caress your hand, humming a soft tune to help you sleep. Then I noticed how you look outside, prompting me to open the window. Snow slowly swaying, dancing all the way to the ground. The moon brightened up the sky. You stared at the moon, as if fascinated by it, your eyes reflecting its light, trying not to startle you. I softly whispered, "The moon is beautiful tonight." We both basked in the night, taking in the serenity. When I started to shiver from the cold, I went ahead and closed the window. I went right beside you and said, "Go to sleep. I'll be right here." I caressed your hair and held your hand, waiting for you to fall asleep. I stayed up through the night, or tried to. I fought the urge to sleep, but my eyes kept on closing. Soon enough, I fell into a deep, fruitful sleep. When I woke up, it was to the sound of monitors rapidly beeping. Ignored the noise, putting it at the back of my mind. I reached for you, cradling your cooling body, as much as I want to deny, saying it was from the cold wind from the last night. I couldn't accept your heart finally stopped. The tears that I held back from those past months were now falling. I'm a doctor. I encountered countless deaths and failures, but it still left a mark. Doctors and nurses came flooding in. They tried to pry me away from you, but I wouldn't let go, holding you close, silently grieving. Days passed in a blur. Came flood. I mechanically did all the tasks with ease, burying the loss at the deepest corners of my mind. A gloomy cloud followed me everywhere I went, prompting my coworkers to visit you. Now, here I am, in front of you, writing this letter, paying my respects. That day on the rooftop, I suddenly remembered that I didn't say anything, but I understood what you meant. I hope I'm not too late to answer, but I'll keep my promise to you. From me, your dearest.
To you, my dearest. Junior high school life was way too easier than senior high school. Studying for years in this school, I didn't ponder to even think about transferring and applied again for the humanities and social science strand. Yes, I am excited but terrified as well. It's the usual fear of the unknown. Political views are important. Opinions are important. A student from the Hume strand must always choose a side of a coin and defend why. Sometimes, neutral grounds are the most preferable, and I like to keep it that way as much as possible. Besides these ideals being shared and principles being vocalized, values of schoolworks and projects are being thrown at me at our class. It feels like I never have the time to finish them all. It feels like a damn race against time, and the looming fear of losing is always there. I know I must not lose, so I keep on going and going, because my future will pay the price if I lose. I keep on going and make essays, run and review my notes, sprint and manage projects. The fatigue is there, but it's nothing compared to the consequences of losing against deadlines. The fatigue is there. If I ignore it, it will be gone. It's what I believed.
I cast the dizziness away and dispel the limping of my body. Thinking it's exhaustion. It's just exhaustion, really. Sleep should be able to take the fatigue and exhaustion away. The sudden vomit says otherwise. The sessions of dizziness explain something that is not just mere exhaustion. People say my skin is too dry, and I noticed that as well.
Why don't you make an appointment for a checkup?
My teacher has said, after my sudden burst of fever at school.
Maybe it's dehydration.
Now, I am here, sitting on a hospital's bed. I feel restless. My eyelids are slowly closing due to lack of sleep, but my mind is running. It won't stop thinking about the task that I should be doing right now. I don't know why, but staying here and doing nothing feels like I am wasting my time. A young woman wearing a white lab gown suddenly pulls the curtain aside. I watch her with the utmost curiosity because her eyes are eyeing me like she is in pain. I decided to just shrug my thoughts away. She gets my attention through faking a cough.
Your body temperature is 37 degrees Celsius, which means that you have a high fever. Since you are a graduating student, being busy is just normal, but exhausting yourself is too much, it's not right.
She looked at her wrist watch and eyed me again.
Please, take care of yourself.
What she said made me freeze. I didn't remember saying my name. I also only put my last name on the register, so I asked, "How did you know my name?" What? What did you ask? I don't remember. She rubbed her head, nose crunched up in thought. She let out a sigh. What she said made me freeze. I didn't remember saying my name. I also only put my last name on the register, so I asked, "How did you know my name?"
What?
What?
What did you ask?
I don't remember. She rubbed her head, nose crunched up in thought. She let out a sigh.
Anyways, take care of yourself. I mean it.
I was left here dumbfounded by her words. I stare at the ceiling of this white room, trying to process what she had just said. I'll try, I promise. For some reason, meeting this doctor made something click. Maybe I learned to be kind to myself. From me, your dearest.
Ayan, at dyan nagtatapos ang kwentong yan. Hay nako, ano nga bang title ng kwento na yan, guys? Hindi gusto excited na ako malaman yung title na yan.
Nako, kung pwede lang sa sobrang excited ko, VJ Kalye, sasali ako sa palarong yan.
Kaya nga eh. Ikaw, VJ Meryl, anong thoughts mo dyan sa ano na yan? Kwentong yan.
Ano, yung pagkabasa ko ng story, kakaiyak.
Bakit?
Naka-
Ano?
Kasi, yung nakakaiyak yung part na yung may nakikita kang tao na nahihirapan, may pinagdadaanan, especially kapag yung may malalang sakit.
Totoo. Ano yung parang naging insights mo sa kwento na yan? Para ma-share rin natin sa mga viewers natin.
Doon sa binasa ko, based from my experience, pagiging isang high school student ay di madali. Madami kang inasikaso, madami kang deadlines, and ayun, minsan sa dami mong ginagawa, minsan napapabayaan mo na yung sarili mo. And yun, na-experience ko din yun nung grade 7 ako. Sobrang dami ko ginagawa. Di ko na pala namalayan, di na pala ako nakapagpahinga, di na ako nakatulog.
Actually, yun yung importance ng self-care, di ba? Parang may times na nakakalimutan na yung self-care na pahinga. Di ba, VJ Bea? Ano ba yung kwento mo doon?
Wait lang. Bago yan, may yung share ko lang yung line na tumatak talaga sa akin.
Ano ba yun?
Yung I know I must not lose, so I keep on going and going because my future will pay the price if I lose. Para kasi sa akin, if sa process, papunta sa success, hindi mo talaga may iwasan yung failure. Pero kahit na nag-fail ka, that doesn't mean that you are a failure, ha? Kasi, yun nga, part siya ng process and it will really make you a better person, And share ko na rin, guys. Dami ko sinishare, di ba? Yan nga, connected siya sa sinabi ni VJ Meryl. Hindi madali maging senior high school. Kasi, yung pinaka-tumtak sa isip ko din talaga na experience ko, yung isang oras lang ako natulog para tapusin yung lahat ng napagawa sa amin. Di ba, VJ Kalye? Na-try mo na ba rin yun? Naaalala ko yun?
Oo, yun yung may times na may groupings nun, tapos gabi-gabi na yung tulog nun kasi di ba, dire-diretso yung board ilang subjects kasi yun per sem, di ba, ang dami. So, minsan may times na kailangan natin magpahinga rin, di ba? Pinakakalimutan natin yung times na yun.
Actually, hindi na gabi yun, umaga na yun.
Umaga na pala, madaling araw na. Up to that point na. Actually, buti pa nga part yung iba, ewan ko na lang, di ba? Parang sila lang yung gumagawa. Like, believe na ako sa kanila. Sa mga yon, kilala nyo na sarili nyo. Shout out sa kanila.
Sana all, di ba? Kinaya.
Ako naman kasi, yung insight ko dyan sa kwentong yan. Actually, yung mga lines na tumatak talaga dyan, yung sa doctor, sinabi ng doctor, please take care of yourself. I mean it, di ba? Parang, yung tema natin, naka-align siya sa tema natin ngayong Valentine's na podcast na generosity and self-care, di ba? Na kailangan natin magbigay ng self-care. And sometimes, kailangan din talaga natin, alongside with giving care of yourself and giving care for the satisfaction of yourself na ikakaganda ng sarili mo, you have to let go, di ba? Agree pa kayo doon? Kailangan nyo mag-let go ng kailangan talaga para mag-grow. Tama, di ba? Kasi may mga times talaga na yung mga gusto mo mangyari, yung mga, di ba, gusto mo mangyari, hindi talaga nangyari, pero meron naman palang bagay na para sa'yo. Kaya kailangan mo i-let go.
Para talaga sa'yo.
Oo, diba? Ikaw, Meryl, ano yung naano mo doon, VJ Meryl? Yung bagay na gusto mo, pero nilet go mo, pero may magandang fruits naman.
Share mo naman experience mo.
Dati kasi, yung sa option times, dati talaga gusto ko maging cartoonist. Yung nakikita mo sa newspaper, tapos makikita mo mga drawing mo.
Mga editorial.
Gusto ko yun kasi, alam mo yun, pakikita ng iba yung talent mo na, wow, galing ni Meryl, galing niya mag-game. And, nagdadalawang isip din ako kung susali ba ako kasi baka mamaya di ako matanggap or what. And, yung iba din, sinasabi nila sa akin na, why not, sumali ka. Pero, di talaga ako, yung
At least you
confidence
try,
ko-
di ba?
At least, di ba, nag-try, nabigyan mo ng satisfaction yung self mo, nabigyan mo ng care. Pero ano naman, tingnan mo naman yung nangyari. Tingnan mo, saan ka ngayon?
nasa broadcasting.
Congrats!
Congrats! Ayun.
Hindi ko talaga expect na mapupunta ko dito. Ano nga din kasi, option ko din to. Kasi na-inspire din ako sa inyo na sumali dito.
Sino yung, wait lang, tanongin ko lang. Of all broadcasting, mga naunang broadcasters sila, so sino yung pinaka naging inspiration mo na mag-join?
So, si BJ Alex.
Wow!
Ay.
Kadalas ko siya nakikita sa mga sa mga live, sa mga So, na-inspire din.
Oh, grabe. Ang sarap sa feeling na merong mga
Lodi pala.
kinabigyan na ng inspiration, ng mga di ba, actually si VJ Beapi, di ba, parang na-inspire rin mag-broadcasting. Pero anyway, safe
Oo.
na. Safe,
Kinaya niya ako, si
Oo.
BJ Kali.
pero save that for later. Mamaya tatanong kita dyan. Actually, yung sa akin kasi, before that, parang ako rin yan, Meryl. Parang nandun din ako sa place mo dati na parang nagsa-start din, nagdi-dream din mapunta dyan sa Ocean Times. And actually, personally, ako sabi ko, wow, sana all nagiging writer. Sana all nakakapag-journal, nakapagbigay ng article nila, nababroadcast nila yung sarili nila. Pero, I started with a dream lang naman. Pero one time, nag-open door. Actually, yung pinagsimulan ko, hindi pa siya OT. Nag-start ako Glee Club. Oy, Glee Club Imagine kung napunta ako sa Glee Club hindi sa OT. Wala sigurong VJ Alex ngayon. Pero ayun, nag-start ako, nag-audition ako Glee Club grade 3 ata yun kasi grade 4 yung start ng clubs nun eh. Napaghalatang matanda na ako sa OLBS. Napaghalatang tagal ko na sa OLBS, pero yun, walaan yun, nakapasa ba ako doon? Hindi.
Nakapasa?
Hala?
Nakapasa ka ba?
Hindi Actually, kung nakapasa ako, hindi na ako hindi na ako nandito. Saka siguro hindi na ako inspiration ni Meryl ngayon.
Ay, wow!
Oo. So, yun nga. Pero kidding aside, then, di ba, doon ako nagtampo ako. Tapos nga, nung sabi sa akin, you have to let that go. Kasi, di ba, hindi talaga para sa'yo eh. You have to let that go. So, ayun, I started to, reach for another goal, take another goal, and that's, dumaan yung OT, yung Ocean Times Saya, nag-offer sa akin. Then, grade 8, I started as a news writer. Ito sa mga viewers, and sa mga option Polinians na gusto rin maging aspiring na kagaya namin na nakikita dito, hindi po madali makapasok sa OT. Tama ba, VJ Bea? Tama ba, VJ Meryl?
Hindi madaling makapasok, hindi rin madaling mag-stay kasi madaming challenges talaga as in.
Hindi madali makapasok ng OT. And this is my story. I started as a humble news writer. Nag-started lang ang news writer. Nagsulat-sulat lang ako. Then nag-write lang ako ng kahit minsan jumbo. Mali-mali pa nga. Sabi pa nga ng sabi ng ko sa akin ng anong tawag doon, yung proofreaders, saka ng mga copy readers, you need to improve more this, pero I will teach you techniques on how to write. Then ayan, nagsulat ako. Then eventually grade 9 years, nag-start na ako mag-grow doon sa organization na yan. Then grade 10, that's the time na in-interview ako ni Miss B, na Miss Beltran. Miss B tawag ko sa kanya na nagkaroon na kami ng interview for editorial board. Then in God's time, in God's will talaga, in God's blessing, napili ako as assistant news writer nun. Then, dire-diretso na yung blessings nun. Then, after that, nag-open doors for broadcasting. Kasi grade 10, if naalala mo, Bea, doon din nag-start yung broadcasting. Diba?
Yes.
Doon din nag-pave yung broadcasting. Pero hindi ka pa broadcasting nun, diba? Under ka pa ng SciTech.
Rookie pa lang ako ngayon baguhan.
So, yun, doon nag-open doors, then suddenly dumating yung mga sa akin, yung mga mas nauna pa sa akin. Then, doon ko nakilala yung mga taong nakilala ko. Actually, yung dream na yan, that's way back pa doon kina Kuya Fred, yung mga nauna pa talaga. Yan, sabi ko, shout out pala sa kanila kasi sila talaga yung mga nag-start nun. Dream nila yon yung magkaroon ng broadcasting, and up to now, tingnan nyo naman, nagkakaroon ng blessings yung Ocean Times, di ba? Then, ayun, dire-diretso na live, nagkaroon na ng recording, nagkaroon ng unplug, actually yung dedication boot matagal na yan, pero nagtuloy-tuloy hanggang ngayon. Kaya sabi ko, thank you Lord sa mga blessings, thank you Lord sa mga na-achieve ko, thank you Lord sa mga experience, pinaranas mo sa akin yung mga DSPC na yan, yung live na yan. Actually, yung pinaka-greatest na live na broadcast na natinan ko is yung sa DMC na live na doon sa Inares. Oo, maraming tao yun. And that inspires me. Pero sabi ko, I should keep my feet on the ground, diba? Keep your feet on the ground, be humble, diba? Kaya sa mga na-inspired na mag-join, kung nakapasok man kayo sa mga ibang kung nasa ibang field kayo, keep your feet on the ground. Diba tama, VJ Meryl? Diba mo? Sa mga nangyari sa mga naging inspiration mo, dati ini-inspire mo na ako. Anong feeling na kasama mo na kami ngayon? Kasama mo na ako ngayon, yung ini-inspire.
Yung inspiration mo.
Katabi mo na, ayun, katabi mo na. Ayan.
Nag-rent pa yan ng hotel.
Parang at this point, parang di pa rin ako makapaniwala lang, wow, member na pala ako ng broadcasting team. Tapos dati nangangarap lang ako. And
ayun, tapos ngayon nakakatrabaho mo na kami, di ba? Ang sarap sa feeling. Ako rin, masarap din sa feeling na makasama kayo. Eto si Bea, hinila ko lang yun. Nahila.
Uy, share ko lang dahil sinare nyo na yung stories nyo, share ko din yung akin.
Sige. Ano ba yung humble beginnings mo?
Ako yung member na laging nahihila. Nag-start yan nung grade 9 ako. Kasi yun? Club recruitment?
Recruitment?
Ayun. Yung madaming dyan na mga iba't ibang clubs, and nagulat ako, bigla akong hinila ng mga kaibigan ko papuntang Ocean Times. At that time, hindi ako magaling or baka nga hindi ako marunong magsulat. Hindi ko pa siya talagang masasabi na talent, ganun. Like, nagsimula ako, wala talaga akong alam as in. Pero sobrang thankful ako sa Ocean Times kasi marami akong natutunan dahil dito. And relate ko lang sa story dahil story about self-love. One way of loving yourself is letting yourself grow. And I can say na sobra akong nag-grow dito sa Ocean Times.
Kaya nga, actually, nagpapasalamat ako, hindi, kay Miss Hervic, di ba? Kay Miss Hervic, sa guidance niya, nagpapasalamat ako. Kay Miss Beltran, if you're watching this, Miss Beltran, thank you. Kami ni Bea, di ba? Thank you ka naman. Yan, thank you. Thank you. And, ayun, actually, hindi ko naman ina-expect na magkakaroon pala ng inspirations from me, from the rest of the team, di ba? Parang, ang sarap lang sa feeling na may inspired pala sa mga ginagawa ko, sa mga ginagawa ko sa dedication booth, sa mga pinagbo-broadcastan ko, mapalive man, recorded, or what. I'm so blessed. Blessed talaga ako. And yung option test and favorite talaga for growth. Yun nga, and kukonect natin nga sa story na parang kung hindi ko nilet go yung past ko, yung sarili ko dun sa past, kung hindi ko mahal yung sarili ko, kung hindi ko parang minahal yung sarili ko dahil doon, kita mo naiiyak ako, di ba? Wala lang, parang ang sarap lang talaga sa feeling na magkaroon ng fulfillment, di ba? Parang yung nakita ko yung sarili ko dun sa doktor na sometimes you have to let go, you have to move on, pero you will never forget lahat ng yun, charge it to experience, you will never forget. Kaya nga sabi, di ba, nandyan pa rin yung love. Makaaway mo yung tao, magkaroon kayo ng away, magkaroon ka ng hardship, magkaroon ka ng challenges, love is there. Love will never fail, di ba? Love never fail. Tama ba? Tama. Love never fails. Kaya
Tama.
sabi ko dito kay Meryl, VJ Meryl, kung meron man ako mabibigay na advice before I go out, 'di ba? Before we leave ni Bea, ni VJ Bea, na keep your feet on the ground, 'di ba? Keep loving yourself, keep loving others, be respectful, 'di ba? Yun lang naman yun 'di ba?
Yes.
Saka own it. Own your show,
Yes,
own
yes.
your stage, 'di ba? Kasi ako nagkaroon din ako ng idol, nagkaroon din ako ng inspiration. Parang si Mary lang din. Then kahit ngayon, 'di ba? Up until now, I keep on learning things. Para tingnan mo, nagkakamali-mali pa nga tayo minsan, 'di ba? And that's a sign na
It's on the process.
Oh, we're on a process. Lahat tayo nasa process. Kahit pinakamagaling na tao ka na sa buong mundo, I don't believe that. I don't believe na pinakamagaling ka ng tao sa mundo na wala ka nang kailangan pang ikatutunan. Marami pa tayong matututunan, di ba? All of us, actually.
May tanong pala ako sa inyo.
Grabe.
Ang dami ko bang tanong? Sorry na.
Oo. Tingnan mo. Yan, kaya bagay si Bea dito pang talk show. Ang daming tanong.
So, ayun. Curious lang ako, guys. Agree ba kayo dun sa naging desisyon ng mga pangunahing tauhan or main character natin dun sa story? And bakit kayo agree or bakit hindi?
DJ Mary, ito mo.
Yung sa babae, sana yun nga, yung sa yung sa sakit niya, hereditary nga, so from the genes, galing sa mother niya. Ayun, sana mas nalaman niya sooner and mas nalaman niya kung anong mangyayari kasi minsan talaga may mga bagay na di mo talaga ina-expect na mangyari.
Totoo.
Diba? And sa mga viewers din dyan, kahit sa mga pinagdadaanan nyo ngayon, kahit kano kabigat man yan, kano kabigat man yan, kano kahirap, huwag kayo susuko, pero huwag nyo masyado i-push yung sarili nyo.
Totoo.
Wag kasi sa dulo mahihirapan ka din and kung kailangan nyo man ng tulong sa huwag kayo mahiya magpatulong sa iba. Wala naman mali dun. Kailangan mo rin
Tama.
And huwag mo kakalimutan yung sarili mo. Take rest din. You deserve it naman.
Kaya nga, di ba?
Oo.
Kapag nahirapan, ano sabi ni Right Med? Huwag mahihiyang magtanong.
Hihiyang magtanong.
Diba?
Napakanta.
Huwag tayong mahihiyang magtanong, di ba? Kapag, hindi lang magtanong, magpatulong, di ba? Huwag kayong mahihiyang magpatulong kasi if you love yourself, you can ask help from others para mabigyan mo ng satisfaction yung self mo. Pero not to the point na gagamitin mo yung taong yun. Siyempre, in return,
Magkaiba ang paggamit sa pagmamahal.
Totoo. Kaya alam nyo, maraming magjojowang nagbe-break
Ay, isa pala yan sa mga dahilan.
Ito, I learned this from the famous teacher. Kilala niya sarili niya. Ang kabaliktaran daw ng pagmamahal, ano daw, Bea?
Panggagamit.
Shout out sa teacher na yun. Kilala mo na sarili mo.
Shout out po.
Tago na lang natin sa sariling sa pangalang Sir Baasis. Ay, nasabing. Actually, yung si Sir Baasis, napaka-inspirational yan pagdating sa love. Ang galing niya magturo. Pero yun nga, what I learned from him is, ang kabaliktaran ng love is panggagamit nga na Siyempre, kaya maraming nagbe-break, maraming nagdi-divorce, maraming nagkakaroon ng sa relationship dahil nagbe-break sila dahil ginagamit lang nila sa isa't isa. Ganun din sa sarili natin. If you keep on using others, wala. Hindi mo mahal yung sarili mo, hindi mo mahal yung kapwa mo. I tell that directly to the viewers. Kaya sa mga viewers natin na nanonood, use your heart, use your body wisely, di ba? Not to the point na i-use mo siya, na i-abuse mo, pati yung mga tao sa paligid mo, ina-abuse mo na, di ba? Huwag ganun. We should learn how to love each other, love yourself. Kaya nga, generosity, care for yourself. Tama ba, guys? Tama.
Add ko lang sa mga sinabi nyo guys, hindi masamang mahalin natin yung ginagawa natin. Hindi masamang maging passionate tayo sa isang bagay, pero huwag sana tayong umabot sa point na halos hindi ka na matulog or hindi ka na talaga natutulog.
Huwag gayahin si
sobrang,
DJ Bea P.
ay, medyo guilty ako sa part na yun, pero I learned my lesson na naman. Kasi, hindi, mas magiging productive ka if binibigyan mo rin ng care yung sarili mo. Kasi, syempre, you need to rest, diba? Para magawa mo ng mas okay yung trabaho na minamahal mo or gusto mo talagang gawin.
Kaya nga. Anyways, bago pala natin makalimutan, ipaalala mo nga VJ Meryl ulit yung gagawin natin para mahulaan yung title. I-recap yan, VJ Meryl M. Floor is yours.
So, huwag niyo kakalimutan na isama sa sagot niyo ang hashtag #AlpsAtHome and the hashtag to love or to be loved. Ayan. Huwag niyo kakalimutan yun kasi di masasama sa sagot niyo. Sayang naman.
Oo, sayang. Sayang.
Tandaan natin, may prize para sa unang makakasagot ng tama.
Ang ganda-ganda pa naman ng prize. Alam niyo ba, ang prize daw is yung 1 million sponsored by Bea Picture.
Ay, baka maniwala sila, wala tayong ganyan. Saan kaya pulutin?
Hulug-hulugan daw. Hindi, char lang.
Yun talaga yung prize, sasali talaga.
Oo, hindi, pero magaganda yung prizes natin. Surprise. Actually, inayos daw talaga ni BJ Meryl yung prizes.
Ay, wow.
Madami nag-sponsor sa atin eh.
Oo, pati yung hotel natin nag-sponsor. Hindi, char lang. Pero yun, bago tayo mag-end, gusto ko muna marinig yung final words natin. Ano ba yung final words natin, final thoughts, starting with BJ Meryl?
Remember to be kind to yourself. Take rest, you deserve it.
Ayun. VJ Bea?
Let yourself grow. Do not be afraid to take risk. And failing one time or kung kahit ilang beses ka mag-fail doesn't mean na susuko ka na sa dream mo, because it is always part of the road towards success. And if nag-failed ka, do not lose hope. And wag sanang mawawala yung yung paniniwala mo sa sarili mo, sa kakayahan mo. And wag mo kakalimutan na mag-rest kasi kailangan naman nating lahat yun. Resting is also one way on showing that you love and care for yourself.
Ayun.
Diba?
Yes.
Sa akin naman, eto it is right to let go. Let's normalize things na kailangan natin mag-let go for our self-enhancement, self-nourishment, para magkaroon tayo ng self-growth, diba? May mga bagay, may mga tao kasi na kailangan natin i-let go, diba? Kapag marami ng tao na nakaka-toxic na, may mga bagay na nakakasira na sa'yo, let that go, let them go, diba? Marami pang bagay, marami pang opportunities for yourself to grow. Marami pang soil na pwede kang ipag-grow pa, diba? Tama ba? Tama.
Tama.
At dito po nagtatapos ang ating segment.
Once again, I'm VJ Meryl M.
And I am VJ Bea P.
And for the last time, I am VJ Alex C. And this is Love on the Line. Until next time, guys. And we will be back after the break. And we are officially signing off. Bye-bye.
Happy Valentine's Day, everyone.
Valentine's. Shout out sa mga friends ko. Happy Valentine's.
Looking for a new hobby? Perhaps something to kill time? Why not try gardening? Set your own little garden the Piat way. Piat Ink gives you the opportunity to express your artistic side using homes of your little plants as the canvas. Our designers are also ready for your design requests anytime. Want to show your love for anime? We got you covered. How about your beloved pets? We got you covered on that too. Dying to see your favorite character? Piat Ink can do just that. Now, get a one-of-a-kind home for your little plant. And always remember, keep going, keep growing.
Front and center. Stand front and center.
Yan. I would like to thank the second set of sponsors for our event. Pacitea Lumiere from 12 STEM B, FNC Company from 12 ABMB, and Piat Incorporated from 12 STEM D. Their products are really interesting, so if you guys are really interested on ordering, purchasing these products, or if you guys have any inquiries or you would just like to have more information about their products, please proceed to their respective social media pages. Now, for our last stretch of the program, which I'm quite excited for, I would like to introduce to you my fellow co-hosts. The multi-awarded broadcaster Aviona Levine, and the young bloods of OT Broadcasting team, Chriselle Hornacion and Alexander Canatoy. Let us all give them your warm round of applause.
Isang magandang umaga sa ating mga viewers and listeners inside and outside the campus. O nga pala si Alexander Canatoy.
Mabuhay! Ako nga pala si Chriselle Hornacion.
At magandang umaga sa ating lahat. Ako nga pala si Aviona Levine Vera at kami ang magchichikahan ngayon para sa third segment ng ating podcast. So, kamusta?
So, ayun, okay lang. Ang daming nangyari, pero kaya yan. Carry lang yan. Tapos, ayun, ang daming na-realize ngayong week dahil ang daming lessons na nangyari. Ayun, kayo naman, Alex, ikaw.
Ngayon ko lang na-realize na importante pala ang PETA. Joke lang. So, yun nga, marami pa rin pending, marami rin natapos. So, move on tayo sa ating title, which is the Greek term of myself is enough. So, anong opinion ninyo about that title? Napakaganda kasi.
At the end of the day, no. Do you think a man only needs himself to live? Kaya mo ba at sapat na ba na ikaw lang ang kasama mo habang buhay?
Alam mo ba yung worth mo? Alam mo ba kung anong meron ka, anong maibibigay mo sa iba? Parang yun yung tinatanong nung title natin ngayon. Ikaw, Alex.
Tanungin ninyo yung lalaki na mag-isa sa loob ng kanyang apartment. One man is an island, yan ang sinasabi niya. Pero, katulad nga, in the end of the day, hindi lang naman palaging single. Makakahanap ka rin naman ng magiging partner mo and makakasama mo with in good times and in bad times. So, move on tayo sa ating question kasi nga, nagbigay tayo ng ating question sa ating mga campus mates and nagbigay naman sila. They generously gave their answers with pure honesty.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yes.
So let's move on tayo sa ating first question. Ate Abby?
Okay. Our first question, what's more difficult, to love yourself or to love others? No? It's such a very interesting question because it makes you ponder. Ponder na lang, ponder, tama ng ponder. Let's see what the others have to say. Chriselle?
So, ayun, from Grade 8 St. Andrew, love others. Ayun, 2 words, love others. Parang nakakagulat kasi walang explanation, but ayun, it means a lot naman. Loving others is the second greatest commandment nga. Tapos, ayun, kakasabi ko lang ulit, it means a lot. Loving others is hard sometimes. Loving others is hard. Yeah, ayun.
I agree. It's very simple yet very striking, no?
Yeah.
On to the next question. I mean answer, sorry.
Wala ba akong opinion para dito? Grabe naman kayo, parang nakalimutan nyo na ako. Ang aga-aga pa.
Eh, sorry, nag-ghost ka ba? Chuck. Ikaw na.
Grabe naman kayo. Okay, 2 words. Katulad nga, very striking, very minimal. Hindi naman natin pwede sabihin na, ay 2 words lang, hindi honest. Kahit naman, one word sabihin mo eh. Kahit nga sabihin mo 3 words lang, sabihin mo I love you, that's already honesty. Kasi you showed your honesty to that person, di ba? So move on tayo sa ating second answer. Grabe naman kayo, kinalimutan niyo ako.
Sorry na.
So, next answer. The most difficult thing to do is to love yourself because you know every flaw and attitude you have and you can't accept yourself easily because of that. Meanwhile, loving others is a much easier task than loving yourself because I am of the opinion that loving others is easier because you didn't know them very well, which means you can accept them easily than yourself. This is from Grade 8 St. Park. Anong opinion nyo or insight nyo about this answer?
So, yun, I understand and agree with what they had to say. However, I think to love others and to love yourself is a lifelong mission, no? Kaya mahaba ang buhay. You have plenty of days and plenty of time to learn how to do those things. And yung sa mga taong undergoing that journey and is through that journey right now, good luck. No? Yun lang.
So, ayun, para sa akin, ewan ko kung kayo din. Lagay nyo dyan sa comment section kung kayo din. Minsan kasi, di ba, meron kayong mga flaws, attitude, ganyan, qualities na hindi mo ma-accept. Kasi nga, sabi mo, hay nako, bakit ako ganito, tas sila hindi. You keep in comparing yourself to others, but ikaw, unique ka na eh. Pero, yung mga bagay talaga na para sa akin, flaws ko, tapos, hindi siya helpful para sa life ko, hindi siya healthy, ganon. Ikaw, Alex.
Okay, ano tayo ha? Hindi tayo nag-generalize sa mali yung answer kung sino mang nag-answer nito. Personal lang naman. So, for me nga, katulad ng sinabi ni Chriselle, you're already unique. You're 1 in the 7 billion. Imagine mo yung mga difficulties pa, mga PWD nagtatrabaho pa rin. Because they know that in their self na kahit may ganito ko, kahit wala akong paa, pinanganak akong walang kamay, kahit may Down syndrome ako, kaya kong gawin to. Because I'm just like every other, pero meron akong isang bagay na wala sila. Diba? Yun naman yung sinasabi dito. That's why, medyo di natin na-appreciate yung sarili natin. So, move on tayo sa ating next answer. Michelle.
For next answer, for me, I find it more difficult to love myself because of criticisms. Sometimes make me less confident. It pushes me to work the hardest, and while I'm striving to please them, I tend to forget to take a rest, which can show that I care and love myself. Minsan, strive natin na magbago para sa iba dahil nga mahal natin yon or mahal natin yung group of people na yon. Kalimutan natin mahalin at alagaan ng ating sarili. Dapat di natin kalimutan yon. Pero minsan talaga yun nga, nag-strive hard tayo para sa iba. Pero isipin natin na maging self-directed tayo, ganun. Minsan kailangan natin mag-improve para sa sarili natin. Kasi yun nga, we're living as an individual. Ayun.
Tama. And for me naman, naalala ko lang yung mga tweets na nakita ko sa social media. It's a very big factor of our lives lately. Actually, nakita ko yung mga tweets na, I'm trying to better myself for you. Personally, mali yan, Mari. Para sa akin, in my personal opinion, it's good to have inspiration. Yes, tama. But always fuel your goals with the thought na gagawin ko to para sa akin. Just to add, always remember the Japanese phrase na Biba Jibun. All hail the self. Make yourself happy for you. Yun lang.
For me, maganda yung sinabi niya dito, okay? Personal. Baka yung iba dyan sabihin, ay hindi naman maganda yung narinig namin. Or kung nababasa nyo man, kung ano nabasa namin. Pero for me naman kasi, parang ang nire-reflect lang nito, parang if you need to keep those people na pinaplastic ka or ginagamit ka lang, you'll do anything. Kasi nga, masaya silang kasama or some sort na ganon. So, parang gagawin mo lahat, bibilin mo to, bibigay mo sila ng ganyan. Pero, at the end of the time naman, kahit kapag ka mag-isa ka na lang, di ka naman nila sasamahan sa struggles mo, sa problems mo, ikaw lang naman din yung kasama mo. So, I guess, you should also take a step back nga para i-analyze lang kung sino ba sila, kung they really take care of you, they appreciate you being with them, or talagang pinaplastic ka lang nila at saka ginagamit. So, yun na nga. So, next answer tayo. Last answer for this question. Hindi pa tayo tapos. May next questions pa tayo. Okay? Huwag mo na kayo alis. So, the answer is, we used to view love as an outside force. We think that we'll only feel it if we receive it, not minding what we can offer to ourselves as a human capable of loving. So I think most of us would find it more difficult to love ourselves. This is from Anonymous. Anong insight nyo dyan?
Na naman tayo. Alright. Love is something that you can give and take. Master Shifu, dami sinasabi. Kaya mong pumuo ng pagmamahal at kaya mo din mag-receive nito. So, please be aware na kahit sa tingin mo na walang magmamahal sa'yo, walang tatanggap sa'yo, my only advice, just look in the mirror. Tingin ka sa salamin. At kung sino man tumingin dyan sa'yo pabalik, tatanggapin ka niyan. Sobrang tanggap ka niyan, nasasamahan ka niyan habang buhay.
Tapos, for me, mararamdaman talaga natin, sabi nga dito, mararamdaman natin yung love kapag nare-receive natin, kung nararamdaman natin ganun. Hindi naman lagi, para sa akin, hindi naman lagi kapag mararamdaman mo yung love kapag binibigay sa'yo. Mararamdaman mo din yung love kapag inaccept mo at nalaman mo yung self-worth mo. Ayun. Kayo, ano pa? Anong insights nyo?
Ito medyo maganda yung answer. Okay? I mean, Kung saan sinasabi natin, kahit mapa-movies man yan, sinasabi na only two people, you need another person to be in love. Yun lang naman sinasabi. So, ang pinamumukha sa atin is that we need to receive love to feel love. Pero, you need to appreciate yourself din naman, di ba? Kahit kung sino mang nasa salamin na yan, kahit ayaw mo sa mukhang yan or di mo matanggap kung sino man yan, tatanggapin ka rin naman yan by the end of the day din naman. Kasi ikaw lang naman yung kasama mo if you don't have someone to nalapitan for your problems, di ba? So, tapos na tayo sa ating first question, no?
So, what might be our second question? Okay, ako pala yung magsasabi. When was the last time you felt really disappointed or hurt? What helped you overcome it? This is a serious question. But for me, the last time I felt disappointed or hurt is when someone tried to disrespect my privacy, ganun, invade my privacy. What helped me overcome it? I confront that person. Tas sabi ko, what would you feel if that specific thing ginawa sa kanya? Ayun. Pero, naging maayos naman yung conversation. Then, ayun. How about our answers? Ano kaya na nangyari sa lives nila?
Okay. So, move on tayo sa ating first answer. Nakaka-thrill kasi medyo mahirap ang ating question. So, first answer, as far as I can remember, the last time I was hurt or disappointed was a few days ago. Since I was having trouble regarding my friends, I tried to shake off my negative feelings and try to do things I enjoy, like gaming or drawing my favorite characters. It really helped me ignore the negative thoughts that were inside me back then. So this is from Grade 8 St. Andrew.
This question, it really brings up the topic of healthy coping mechanisms. What about you guys? If you don't mind, share your coping mechanisms and share in the comments what you do to make yourself happy in times when you're down. No? I'd like to see, tignan natin kung pinagagawa nyo just to make yourself smile. No? Kasi iba-iba yan. Okay, but my only advice, I'm not saying that I'm licensed to any of this, but if it applies for you, then go ahead. But if it doesn't, then let it fly. Okay. Just always remember to never ignore your feelings. No? Acknowledge how you feel. Kasi mas healthy yun kaysa ignoring them. Diba? Masakit ang mag-ghost, diba? Sakit, diba? So, don't ghost your own feelings. Easy. Talk to yourself, write your feelings on paper, understand yourself and why you feel that way. And after your moment of sadness, tsaka tayo magbabounce back, diba? Parang kahit sa mga war, pag alam na nilang matatalo na sila, balik, retreat. Retreat na, and then think of a decisive plan, and then go, bounce back. Kasi fighting nga, diba? So, yun. So, always remember na release muna yung emotions natin before tayo magdesisyon kasi delikado ang magdesisyon ng may sama ng loob.
Kasi ayun, para sa akin, kapag pagod ka, magpahinga ka lang kasi the time would come na ma-overcome mo na lahat yan, mararamdaman mo na yung magkaka-realizations ka na, mag-reflect ka na, tapos may isip mo na I need to do better. Pero hindi naman dapat i-pressure natin yung self na kailangan maging better tayo. Dapat i-ano natin yung self natin, itaas. Not that magyabang ganun, wag ganun. Dapat itaas natin yung self natin, cheer ourselves up. Ayun. Diba sabi nga nung iba, cheer up. But, okay, corny yun. So, ayun, lagi tayong mag-stand after ng circumstances na nagpa-down sa atin.
Okay. Tama.
Feeling ko galit sa akin yung hangin ngayon. Kanina pa siya nanggagambala. So, tama nga. Self-coping mechanisms naman to, kaya naman bahala. Kasi sa akin, tititigla ka sa dingding. Tapos projector mode. Tignan mo kung anong ginawa mo today. Tama ba yung pinagagawa mo? Or it only led you to do those choices because of hatred, anger. You want to get back on that person. So, step back. Check mo muna kung tama yung mga dinala mo. Kung tama ba yung emotions na nakaproject sa sa'yo ngayon. Kasi sometimes nag-forward lang tayo, di tayo nag-check if tama pa ba yung ginagawa natin, kung tama pa ba yung daan na dinadaanan natin. Kasi tulad ng sinabi ko, I mean, marami naman tayo talagang tatahakin because this is life. We have a lot of choices, a lot of roads to take. And seryoso tayo let's be open muna ngayon. If you don't follow what you want or what you dreamed of in the first place, medyo madedepress ka, which would lead, seryoso ako hindi tayo nagloloko dito, which will lead to suicide and death, which I highly warn you not to do because always think about yourself kung ano pang capable na gawin mo kahit na mali yung tinahak mo, pwede ka namang idiretso mo yon or gusto mong bumalik muna and take the road you want to take. So, yun lang naman ang isipin natin. So, next answer?
Ayun, for the next answer, may connection sa sinabi nga ni Alexander. Yesterday, when I saw my grade, I just needed to accept what I got and learn how to improve. Minsan talaga, tayo dahil grade conscious tayo, dahil minsan may ibang tao para sa akin or ako, mismong self ko, minsan nafe-feel ko na so I need to give up to this specific thing. Pero wag natin isipin yun dahil kapag na-accept natin at nag-learn tayo how to improve, we would do better than what we think. Ayun. How about you guys?
So, yun, I really like na, yun nga, acceptance of your mistakes actually is a big and a powerful, very powerful mindset. I think siya if one or if not the most important pillars of foundations ng self-love. So, very good ka dyan, our friend from St. Andrew. I like the fact that you guys step back and assess yourself and your mistakes. So, what about you guys? Mag-comment naman kayo dyan. What do you think is the reason why acceptance is so hard?
Hindi na ako magko-comment I mean, uulitin ko lang naman yung sinabi ko kanina. So, siguro maboboringan na nanonood kasi paulit-ulit naman ako. So, dahil doon, move na tayo. Okay, next answer. When my mom, my brother, and Lola tested positive for COVID-19. Wow.
This is serious.
Yeah. I prayed for their fast recovery and for the safety of those who also tested positive because I already know how hard it is to be in that situation. And also, I kept in mind that it happens for a reason and it will end soon. So, this is from Anonymous. Oh, anong insight nyo dito? I mean, masakit na nga na nagkaroon ng relatives na nag-positive kasi mahirap yan, di ba?
Okay. So, first of all, this is a very sensitive thing to be going through, lalo na this quarantine. So, I'm sending out thoughts and prayers to your family. You are strong and so is everyone else in your family. Fighting! Okay. For my input naman, okay, so tumatak sa aking uso, yung sinabi niya dun sa dulo. I always keep in mind that it happens for a reason and it will end soon. Again, a very strong mindset. Now, if you keep this reasoning behind everything you do, in every challenge that you face, na lahat ay may dahilan, from this mistake you will learn a lesson. And that's pretty much all I have to say. So, very good. Thank you. Even if life seems to be beating you down, thank you for finding a reason to get up and stand up and pray. Thank you.
Tas ayun, for me naman, minsan talaga may what ifs tayo, pero dapat alamin natin yung what ifs na yun, tapos magka-come up tayo sa, sabi nga ni Ate Avi na mga reasons, tsaka ayun, yung mga reasons na yun, magpapastrong din sa atin. So ayun, for our next answer.
Okay. It was just recently that others are taking credits of my accomplishments as their own success. Nako, kagigil. Aside from that fact, relate talaga no? Aside from the fact that I was pained from knowing that my hard work was dust off, I also felt offended for the people who hand in hand made their contribution to our work. I overcome this feeling by facing the conflict and dealing with the situation responsibly. For all the people watching in the comments, what do you think? Have you faced a similar situation such as this? ilang peta na sa Filipino nyo na PowerPoint presentation inagawan ng credit.
Ay, naku. May mga kaklase din. Huwag na natin pagkailan. May ibang kaklase talaga tayong kinukuha yung lahat kahit minsan wala silang nagawa or kahit leader lang sila, ganun. Pero kapag nating nag-effort tayo sa isang bagay, kapag may nagawa tayo sa isang bagay, ipaglaban natin yun. Kasi mahirap hindi ipaglaban ang alam mong pinaghirapan mo. Ayun na.
Diba?
Masakit yan, ha?
Ay, sorry,
Tell,
sir.
kasi yun yung mga hashtag easy grades, di ba?
Yeah.
Nangyari na rin to sa mga bigger industries. Siguro naman di ko napapangalanan, baka magalit. And, siguro yung mga taong yun, pinagmumura na kung sino man yung mga gumawa niyan. Sabi, ano ba naman yan? Ang tagal ko, nagpuyat ako for this, natulog na ako alas 4, na late pa ako sa school. And, malalaman ko lang sila nakatulog ng maayos, samantalang ako, naghihirap na dito for our project. Kasama yung mga kaklase kong nandyan lang, dumamay sa akin sa paggawa nito. So, masakit. I mean, commercials din naman, di ba? Yung mga project na commercial. Yung mga wala nang nagawa.
Oo.
Pero meron din naman na they try to help. Kahit magbigay lang ng mga simple tutorial dahil nga online class, so hindi pwedeng magdikit-dikit. Kahit tutorials lang about this, how to video edit, simple as that. At least nakatulong ka because dahil nga alam mo nakatulong ka in a very small way. So, tapos na tayo ata sa second question, no?
Wait.
Wait lang daw.
Gusto akong idagdag for everyone that's watching na yun nga, kung hindi kayong tagagawa, ikaw yung if related din yan sa love, okay? Please be compassionate to your group members. Kasi makakasucceed lang yan fairly, masasucceed nyo lang yung work nyo fairly for everyone if you care about your group mates. Do your work. Also put in effort to what you guys are making. Kasi pag mas tulong-tulong kayo dyan at hindi lang isang tao nagpagod dyan, mas gaganda pa yan. Promise. Yun lang.
So, move on na tayo. Last na to. Okay? Siguro yung iba dyan tulog na. Patapos na, huwag kayo maglala. Okay? Kising. Sige, last na. Okay, for our last question. Okay, last question, what kind of love do you need? Okay, napaka-compact niyan. Siguro nakinig kayo sa mga teacher nyo dati. Marami tayong kinds of love. Pero tayo kasi nasa meron tayong finite na types of love. Naka-border tayo sa kung ano lang alam natin. Pero minsan pwede tayo gumawa ng bago. Let's always think outside the box na pwede tayo gumawa ng bago. Okay? Aside from, katulad nga, pilaw siya, agape, kahit anong man yan, di ko alam yung mga terms, sorry na. Pwede ka naman gumawa ng bago eh. It's your own way naman to appreciate yourself on what you want to do, di ba? So, move na ba tayo or meron pa kayong insights?
Wala naman. Let's go straight to our first answer from St. John. Hello. Sana nakikinig ka. Okay. They said that self-love is more important, is the type of love that they need because self-worth is needed before trying to give out love to others. Exactly. Hindi mo pwedeng ibigay ang wala ka. You can't love others fully if you don't have trust in yourself. That love you're giving is true. That love you're giving, if it's fake love, it's not true at all. Okay. Need I say more, mga Bessie? Took the words right out of my mouth. Let's continue.
So, ayun. Alam niyo yung true beauty, di ba? Famous yun sa mga araw ngayon. Mga sa trend yun. Ayun. Yung si Jugyong, tama ba yung pagkaka-pronounce? Hayaan nyo na. Basta si Jugyong, hindi niya na-appreciate yung self niya kasi pangit nga siya, binubuli daw siya, ganyan. Pero nung nalaman niya na she can improve, na kaya niyang ilabas yung beauty niya, lalo na ngayon na inaccept na siya ng mga people. Kapag nakuha mo talaga kung ano yung self-worth mo, pwede ka nang magbigay ng love sa lahat. Kahit anong love man yan. Ayun. How about you? Yo?
Yun nga. You need to accept yourself. Wala na akong masasabi dyan kasi uulit na lang naman yung mga sinabi ko kanina eh. So, Yun nga, love yourself na lang and
Love yourself na lang.
take care na lang kasi nakaka-stress din magsalita ng paulit-ulit, 'di ba?
Oo. So, ayun. For our next answer, agape love is the love we actually need. This love is what we give to the people who are worthy of it. So, agape love, it is the unconditional love. Yung kapag magbibigay ka, hindi ka nag-expect ng kapalit. Which is true naman, dapat kapag nagbibigay ka sa others, huwag na mag-accept, mag-isip na merong kapalit ito. Kasi kung bukal talaga sa puso mo, ibig sabihin, di mo na kailangan na meron kang something pabalik ka nun. Inulit ko na naman. So, how about you guys? What do you think?
Alexander?
Yun nga, unconditional love. It means loving others kahit na alam mo hindi sila worthy. Pwedeng mali yung definition ko. Sana naman tama. Pero, yun nga, unconditional love, you can sacrifice anything for that person. Minsan nga yung mga taong kahit hindi na talaga deserving, kahit sinasaktan ka na, or hindi ka na pinapansin, minamahal mo pa rin because you know deep inside yourself na kaya niyang magbago, kaya kanyang mahalin. But it's their choice naman. You can't force everybody, di ba? So, yun lang naman.
Okay.
So
what do we
na ba
have?
tayo?
On to our last,
ba?
actually, not yet pa ba? Sige.
Second to the last answer.
Second to the last tayo.
Pa guys,
Okay. Pati na lang to. Huwag ka kaya mo huwag niyo ako bash, ha? Trabaho lang. Okay. Second to the last question answer is from grade 8 St. Peter. So, he or she said that the love that I need is the love that will remind the person what and who they truly are. A love worth receiving to help a person to be able to breathe again. Di ba nga sinabi ko kanina na let's think outside the box. Hindi lang naman tayo magiging doon lang tayo sa mga alam nating definition, yung mga terms na sinasabi nila, pwede ka na gumawa ng bago. It means na it could help other people if that's what they feel. So ano namang insights mo about dito?
Sa akin naman, 'di ba, may mga people ngayon nauuso yung mga games ganyan. Minsan yung significant other nila, okay, doon naman tayo sa loving others. May mga significant other sila tapos yung isa naglalaro siya ganyan, pero ayaw nung girl or nung boy. Dapat minsan let's accept oneself. Kung yun yung gusto niya, respect that. Kung anong meron siya, respect that. Just remind that person na
exactly.
Worthy siya, na mahalin mo, ganun. Huwag mong ipa-feel sa kanya na, ano ba yan, bakit ka ganyan, baguhin mo nga yung bagay na yan, o ganun. That's bad. Ayun.
Tama. And since I don't think na I can add any more to what Chriselle said, kasi dali na yung batang yan, nasabi niya lahat gusto kong sabihin, let's hop on to our final answer. Right now, the love that I need really is supporting and understanding coming from my friends and family. I don't feel like I lack it, but it's very important to have this kind of love by now. Agree ako dyan. Okay, let's all acknowledge that not every family or not every friend of yours is a good person. Okay, that's a very hard thing to swallow. Hard pill to swallow. Not every family is the perfect family that anyone can dream of. Abusive friends and family exist. And if hindi open ang hearts ng family and friends mo, open ang DMs namin. So please, if you need anyone, just contact us. And actually, as my final message, whatever type of love that you're looking for, I hope you achieve it. And you can. You will one day. You know.
Ako naman, kapag self-love naman ang hinahanap nyo, tandaan nyo lang, acceptance is the key. Kung anong meron ka, bigyan mo siyang pahalagahan. Kasi yun yung nararamdaman mo. Yun yung naiisip mo. Kung ano mang merong problem ka ngayon, you can overcome it. So ayun nga, katulad ng sabi ni Ate Abby, mag-PM lang kayo kung kailangan nyo ng someone na tutulong sa inyo sa mga bagay na yun.
Okay. Ito na, last comment na to, okay? Patapos na tayo, wag na kayong wag na akong sisihin. Last na nga eh. Okay? Ito, di na ako magsasabi na sa students lang to, okay? Anyone, I mean specifically anyone, teachers, doctors, engineers, architects, any job specification, unemployed, homeless, kahit sino man yan, they need love and support from their family and friends. Kasi nga, isa yan sa mga problems natin ngayon. We can't open up because we're too afraid to maglabas ng opinion and what they feel because medyo takot tayo na ma-judge. Diba? Pag naglabas ka kasi medyo masakit i-realize na talagang totoo naman yung sinasabi kasi so natin safe lang tayo lagi, 'di ba? So, I guess that wraps up the question and answer. No? Sa wakas, tapos na rin. Sawa na kayo sa boses namin.
Natutunan natin. Ano yung merong lesson na dadalhin natin? Kayo muna guys, anong lesson na dadalhin nyo after this whole session? I mean, segment.
Overall, sana marinig ko din ang input ng ating audience, no? Hindi naman puro tayo lang dada here. So please comment what you learned, what you took from this segment, and I hope you guys enjoyed. Buti lang maganda si Chriselle at may tititigan kayo habang nagsasalita kami dito. So yun lang.
Ayan din daw si Alexander, gwapo daw, titigan niya.
Ay, hindi. Ay, hindi. Wag. Buti na lang meron tayong eye candy dito. Okay, so, you know, di lang naman tayo may natutunan, di ba? We have our audience dyan. Meron tayong mga nanonood kahit hindi natin alam kung ilan. Pero, the thing that we learn, maybe sa lahat tayo, maybe hindi naman. Pero, for me naman kasi, wala tayong specific traits na kailangan pumasa. For example, you need to be successful first before you feel love. You can be in any specifications, kahit bata ka pa, or nasa high school ka na, teacher ka, any job specification na may hawak ka, everybody needs love. Kahit di tao yan, everybody.
To all who's watching, I just wanted to say that we love you. I love you. Everyone
loves you.
Love ka ba?
Ay!
Joke lang. Oy.
Especially sa lahat ng nakaabot till the end of our podcast. I love you so much. Thank you for spending the time
May mga
here with us.
words pa ba kayo? Ano ba? Parang
I love you. I love you.
Don't forget to love yourself also. Yun lang.
Shell, meron ka ba
You're
sabihin?
so worthy to love.
Okay, so ako na naman. Siguro, tawa na naman kayo sa akin. Paligtad ako na naman. Pero, balik tayo sa pinakasimula. The title means, myself is enough. Kahit sino ka man, student, teacher, engineers, ganyan, wala ka man trabaho, single, may jowa, may asawa, wala kaming pake dyan, you need to be loved. If wala kang kasama, yourself is enough. Remember that. And, wag kang mawalan ng hope na magkaroon pa, di ba? Kasi, lagi naman yan nawawala eh. So, siguro yun lang naman masasabi namin. And that wraps about it. So we will go back to our very serious and energetic host, the one, the only, PJ Rainier Zubia. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Until next time.
Now, let us welcome our very, very, very special guest, our very own school's new chaplain, Father John Paul Buenafe. Please give them your warm round of applause. Yay! Hello po, Father. How are you po?
Hello, good day, Olbshan Polinians. Happy Valentine's Day.
Yes, happy Valentine's Day po sa inyo po, Father. So, ayun nga po. I hope that you're actually really having a very nice day po. I hope that since Valentine's Day nga po, sana po feeling ngayon because it's all about love naman po. And of course, hindi naman talaga exclusively na para lang sa mga makakajowa, yung may pagka-date, diba? Of course, meron po tayong reserve na love para sa ating pamilya, sa ating mga friends, sa ating mga sarili, and of course, para sa ating Panginoon po.
Amen. Tama.
Yes. Ayun po. So, Father, I've heard po na dati po kayong Olbshan sa seminary. And now, since naging chaplain na nga po daw kayo, really currently ngayon po, di ba?
Yes.
Yes, and po. So, how do you feel po na nung dati po kayong Olpsian, ngayon naging school's chaplain na po kayo?
Siyempre, unang-una, masaya kasi makakapag-serve ka sa alma mater mo. By the way, bakit ba naging Olpsian? Kasi dati, first batch ako ng JP2 or John Paul II Minor Seminary. Noong mga panahon ay hindi pa naman nare-recognize sa DepEd yung seminary. So, parang section kami ng Olps. So technically, pwede namin tawagin yung sarili namin na as Olpsians. Kaya ayun. So tapos ngayon di ko na-expect magiging chaplain pa ng alma mater na yung pinanggalingan ko. Una, syempre masaya, and pangalawa, nakaka-pressure kasi anong kaya expectation ng mga teachers ko dati, expectations nila sisters, at syempre expectation ng mga kabataan ngayon na nag-aaral na ngayon sa Olps.
Pero I would just like to congratulate po talaga because I do believe na mahirap po talaga maging chaplain. And don't worry po talaga, Father, that you will do absolutely well naman po. We believe in you.
Thank you very much. Salamat sa inyo.
Yeah, so of course, since we're actually not feeling this kind of love, right? This feeling of encouragement naman po. And since, even though may mga self-doubts tayo, of course, I would just like to have a question sa inyo, Father. Since, ayun nga, nag-uusap nga about tayo dito sa, pagmamahal or about sa love, of course, di talaga natin maiiwasan na makakaroon tayo ng mga doubts, na mga hesitations. So, of course, parte na po sa atin yun is to accept those. So, questions ko is, what is self-love talaga? And why do we need self-love po?
Nako, very timely yung topic natin ngayon, no? Happy Valentine's Day, Happy Hearts Day, tungkol sa love. At self-love, naalala ko yung isang encounter ko sa isang kaibigan. Nagkikwento ako sa kanya, nag-open ako tungkol sa pagkapagod ko sa ministry bilang deacon, pati yung savings ko na ilalaan ko, buong sarili ko kumbaga na ibigay ko dun sa service. At ang sabi niya sa akin, hindi naman siguro masama kung magtitira ka para sa sarili mo. Magtira sa sarili. Self-love. Selfish ba ang magtira sa sarili? Selfish ba ang self-love? Una sa lahat, bakit importante yung sarili? Bakit importante yung self? Bakit importanteng mahalin ang sarili? Una, kasi yung self natin, yung sarili natin, ayun yung basihan natin, primary na, yung pinakaunang basihan natin para malaman natin kung ano yung masakit para sa ibang tao. Para malaman natin kung ano yung masarap, kung ano yung gusto ng ibang tao. Aminin natin, may iba't iba tayong personality, pero aminin din natin, lagi nating binabase sa sarili natin kung ano ba yung kung saan ba magiging masaya yung tao. Kasi alam natin, magiging masaya din tayo dun. So, selfish ba ang self-love? Paano kung hindi mo mahal yung sarili mo? Ano yung maibibigay mo dun sa taong dapat mahalin mo? Kung hindi ka natutong magmahal ng sarili, paano mo matututunan mahalin? Paano mo malalaman kung paano mahalin yung ibang tao na dapat minamahal? Ayun yung una. Yung self, kaya importante, self-care, self-love. Kasi yung self, ayun yung basihan natin para malaman natin kung ano yung gusto o kung ano yung ayaw ng ibang tao. Yung ikalawa naman, may relation na dun sa una, hindi natin maibibigay yung bagay na wala sa atin. Sabi nga sa English, golden rule, we cannot give what we do not have. Siyempre, unang-una, sino pa ba ang magmamahal sa sarili natin? Siyempre, yung sarili natin. Kung hindi mo natutunang mahalin ang sarili mo, wag mo ring i-expect na matutunang mahalin ang ibang tao. Kasi kung ganun, hindi mo minahal yung sarili mo, hindi mo inalagaan yung sarili mo, sigurado, pag sinabi mong mahal kita, sasaktan mo lang yung tao. Kasi hindi mo rin alam kung paano masaktan eh. Hindi mo rin maalam kung paano ang mahalin kasi hindi mo nga minahal yung sarili mo. Kaya yung sa tanong na self-love, selfish ba yun? Hindi naman iuutos ng Panginoong Jesucristo, hindi ba sa second commandment, sa pangalawang commandment, love your neighbors as you love yourself. Kung selfish ang self-love, hindi iuutos ng Panginoon na mahalin mo yung ibang tao gaya ng pagmamahal mo sa sarili mo. Paano ba naging selfish ang self-love? Kapag hindi na lumabas yung pagmamahal sa'yo. Kapag yung pagmamahal nasa iyo na lang, hindi mo nalabas sa ibang tao. Doon nagiging selfish ang self-love. Maraming tao nagsasabi, ayoko masaktan, natotrauma na ako magmahal. Yung pagmamahal, hindi naman tinatago lang. Yung pagmamahal, ang nature ng pagmamahal, i-express sa ibang tao. Kaya pag tinago mo yung pagmamahal, tinago mo yung dapat ine-express sa ibang tao, doon na nagiging selfish ang pagmamahal. Kaya uulitin natin, selfish ba ang magtira sa sarili? Selfish ba ang self-love? Hindi. Kasi sa pamamagitan ng pagmamahal natin sa sarili natin, malalaman natin kung paano ba mahalin ang ibang tao.
Thank you po talaga, Father, for that really heartwarming, inspiring, and actually very eye-opening na message tsaka or reflection nyo. Because I feel like marami po talaga mga tao na nakakalimutan talaga na it's not selfish na mahalin talaga natin ang sarili natin. Katulad nga po ng sinabi nyo po na ang Diyos ay nag-utos on their second commandment na to love your neighbors, you must also learn how to love yourself naman po, di ba? Kasi, paano nga natin maibibigay yung pagmamahal natin sa iba kung hindi natin alam kung paano mahalin natin ang ating sarili. Tapos, yung sinabi nyo rin po na hindi po dapat kailangang itago yung pagmamahal natin dahil yun po talaga nagiging indication ng pagiging selfish natin, di ba? So, ayun nga po, thank you po talaga, Father, for actually gracing this podcast. And I hope our dear viewers and listeners really, again, were inspired and were very enlightened with that message po. Thank you po talaga, Father. And
You're welcome.
And of course, Happy Valentine's din po.
Happy Valentine's.
Ayun po. Yes, thank you, Young Bloods of the Ocean Times Broadcasting team. Thank you for being the host for our previous segment and our last segment at that. Truly, love is in the air. Talaga, after that segment talaga, you cannot really deny that love is truly in the air. I can technically feel it talaga. Whew! I'm really feeling energized, and I really hope na mga viewers and listeners of this podcast is also feeling the same. And time flies so fast. Oh my God, nakaka-excite. Especially nag-enjoy tayo that we've actually reached the end of our program. Yon. Ngayon, kung may napapansin kayo sa lahat ng ating mga segments, there is always a deeper meaning or a different action or a purpose for each segment natin that we can apply sa ating mga buhay. On the first segment with our co-host ni VJ Shera at ni VJ Jen, and of course ako, entitled Guess What? It opens your interest kung ano nga ba yung mga iba't ibang definitions ng pag-ibig o yung pagmamahal. Of course, we're also sharing our own personal experiences and thoughts about ano nga ba yung ibig sabihin ng pagmamahal. Next, on the main segment, the most highlighted segment, which I really hope that you enjoy, we cater to the realistic story of how true love really works. Doon talaga sa story na ipapakita ka talaga ano nga ba ang ibig sabihin ng true love. Ngayon, baka sabihin natin sa ating isa't isa na true love can never really be defined, which is technically true. Because true love can only be defined kung paano natin ipapakita sa ating mga mahal sa buhay. Ayan, especially dun sa magiging story natin, which is about the doctor and the patient na where the doctor tried everything and devoted his time for the patient that they admire or really take care of. Same din doon sa second letter na kung saan na it's about loving yourself naman. Na parang reversal na ngayon yung role niya. Na isang doctor nagsasabi na please take care of yourself so that mas maganda para to see more value to yourself. Ayan. And I really hope that we can see that sa ating mga buhay, that there are people who are willing to go extra lengths for that very special person. And of course, for that person to also love themselves. Ayan. And then finally, on our concluding segment, we now apply how love must function in ourselves and other people. Yan. 'Di ba? Nagsashare nga tayo ng mga iba't ibang answers from our mga respondents, 'di ba? They're sharing their own experiences, and of course, tinatakal rin ng mga hosts natin, ano nga ba and how can we really tackle and how can we really express love, 'di ba? There's also shown in that segment na the Hebrew term, which is, I hope nakikita nyo sa screen, which means myself is enough. Ngayon, I know sa mga lahat sa inyo, nakikita to sa mga social media, lalo na sa Facebook, mga teachers natin, mga classmates natin, schoolmates, friends, ay palagi nagsishare ng mga quotes that talks about self-worth or along the lines na myself is enough. Oo, tama naman. It does sound cliche and it does sound very redundant to the point na palagi na nga natin naririnig, to the point na wawala nga yung meaning. Pero let's not think that way because the reason why merong ganong word or term is because we are always and constantly being reminded that we have self-worth and that we are worth it, 'di ba? Ngayon, for some people talaga na hindi talaga makakita ng kanilang self-worth talaga or like hindi talaga nila kaya self-love talaga. Then, as someone who used to struggle with that, I would like to advise every single one of you, and it is also applicable sa lahat, to students like myself, and of course, kahit sa mga adults. Please, if you do not know how to love yourself, then please show your love to others. Because yun nga, if you show your love to others, then they in turn will help you learn how to love yourself. Yan. Especially since kapag mahal ka talaga nila, they will let you learn how to feel or how to love talaga yourself. Yan. And also remember nga na kahit nga tayo may insecurities tayo, mga imperfections tayo, or any kind na sa tingin natin that is bringing us down, let's always remember that mistakes are there so that we can fix it. It's better to have mistakes because it helps us to improve and it helps us to explore ourselves, diba? Kaysa napupunta ka doon sa daan na napupunta ka na walang landas, 'di ba? Like you're going to the wrong path. And that's probably the worst thing. And the wrong path is usually sometimes that we're doing something great, 'di ba? And we don't want that. So, it's okay to accept your flaws. That's part of self-love. Accept every single one of your flaws so that you will know how to love yourself. And again, we are not perfect. But we are absolutely beautiful. And the reason why we are beautiful and the reason why we are fundamentally human ay dahil meron tayong chance para makapag-explore and improve sa ating mga sarili. So, let us learn how to love ourselves and to care for others so that we can share this love sa ating mga friends, family, or sa mga ibang tao who are in need of our care and support. Ayan. Before I officially end this program, I would like to thank the following people and organizations who spend their time and effort in making this show possible. Ayan. The school administration, to our ever-loving and supportive school head and principal, Sister Annabel de la Cruz, SPC, to our supportive academic chair and assistant principal, Mr. George Pacleb, to our dedicated scriptwriters, Bea Sabeliano and Mark Calye, who are under the consultation of Mr. Francis Paasis, to our story writers, Shera Protasio, Jam Lindo, and of course yours truly, to our hardworking Ocean Times Club moderator, Ms. Hervic Lacanienta, to our technical director, Mr. Luis Fernandez, to our publication consultant, Sister Connie Aleta Simbol from SPC, to our Ocean Times media team, to our wonderful performers for the song number, to our generous sponsors, Herbice Company from 12 ABNA, OIM Company from 12 STEM A, Lohika ng Lokal from 12 Humes, La Vista Company from 12 STEM C, Pasitea Lumiere from 12 STEM B, FNC Company from 12 ABN B, and Fiat Incorporated from 12 STEM D. To my fellow co-hosts, hi! And to the people that one way or another contributed to this program. Once again, I am Rainier Angelo Zubia, your host for today, saying, love is not blind, but it is open for every humankind. Happy Valentine's Day, everyone! God bless us all. Caritas Christi Urgent Nos, and of course, remember to constantly love yourself, be kind to yourself, take care of yourself, and value yourself. Yan. Let's always end up on a very positive note. And of course, stay tuned for more content. Bye! This is BJ Rainier signing out.
Joshua, do you take Julia to be your lawful wife, to have and to hold, from this day forward, for better, for worse, for richer, for poorer, in sickness and in health, until death do you part?
I do.
Saan nagsimulang magbago ang lahat? Kailan nung ako'y di na naging sapat? Ba't di mo sinabi nung una pa lang ako ang kailangan, pero di ang mahal? Saan nagkulang ang aking pagmamahal? Lahat ay binigay ng mapangiti ka lang. Ba't di ko nakita na ayaw mo na ako ang kasama? Pero hanap mo siya, at kung masaya ka sa piling niya, hindi ko na pipilit pa. Ang tanging hiling ko lang sa kanya, wag kang paluhain at alagaan ka niya. Saan natigil ang pagiging totoo? Sa tuwing mababanggit na mahal mo ako, ba't di mo inamin na merong iba? Ako ang kayakap, pero isip mo siya. At kung masaya ka sa piling niya, hindi ko na pipilit pa. Ang tanging hiling ko lang sa kanya, huwag kang paluhain at alagaan ka niya. Ba't di ko naisip na merong hanggan? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Josh. I'm sorry na pagod ako. I'm sorry na wala ako. Natakot ako kasi hindi kita mahanap noon. Binigay ko sa'yo lahat, naubos lang ako. I'm sorry, nasaktan kita.
Sorry. Sorry kung wala ako nung mga panahon kailangan mo ako. Sorry kung wala ako nung kailangan mo ng mga kapitan. Sorry kung hindi kita naprotektahan. Hindi man lang kita naprotektahan. Takot ako. Sobra. Pero gusto ko nandun ako. Gusto ko nandun ako nung nasasaktan ka. Pero wala. Siguro dahil alam ko na rin na hindi talaga tayo para sa isa't isa.
Sinubukan naman natin, di ba? Lalaban naman natin, di ba?
Tried. Gusto ko mag-thank you sa'yo sa lahat ng memories na binigay mo sa akin. Hindi man natin nagawa yung mga pangarap natin. Masaya na ako sa mga pinagsamahan natin. Masaya ako na masaya ka.
Gusto ko maging masaya ka rin. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Gusto ko malaman mo na pinapatawad kita.
Pinapatawad din kita.
Kailangan ko. Take care of yourself. I need to.
Ako yung nauna, pero siya ang wakas. pinapalaya, pinapaubaya ko na sa kanya.